Welcome to the Bardic Cauldron. Wizards young and old, where daring adventures and terrible jokes are told. Grab you a mug of your favorite brew, grab you a seat, and enjoy the view. Welcome, guys, to our first episode of Heroes of Theros, a Theros homebrew style campaign with help from the Mythic Odyssey of Theros sourcebook, some lore from Magic the Gathering, some Greek mythology because I'm a Greek mythology nerd, in my own imagination. Um, if for those that have already watched the Curse of Strahd stuff here, then you already know who I am. But I'll go ahead and introduce myself again. Papa Freak. You can call me Freak. You can call me Buddy. That's how you'll know me. I will be your dungeon master for this campaign. We've got a lovely group of people that's going to be joining me on this journey into Theros. Uh, Tony, go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us who you are, who you're going to be playing, and what you're most excited about for this campaign.
Hi, I am Tony, the hip store, and I am going to be playing Arthos, the aberrant mind sorcerer. And I'm just super excited to see the Greek-inspired stuff about this campaign.
Awesome. Well, we're happy that you're here with us. Uh,
I'm also it's a Leonin. I'm playing a Leonin. I didn't
oh,
say that.
no, that's all right. No worries. Tika, go ahead and tell us about you, who you're playing, and what you're excited for.
I am playing Thea Florakis, the human cleric, and I'm excited to A, be in a Greek type setting, and B, that I get to be morose and morbid.
Yeah, because, there's nothing,
Reasons.
Greek mythology is always known for that weird stuff, so this will be interesting to see what kind of stuff you guys come across. Uh, Rawness, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what you're excited for.
Yep, I'm Ronis. I am playing Fezzik the Mighty, a half giant using the rules for half orc fighter. I'm just excited to finally play a fighter. I've never played one before.
This will
Interested to
be
see how it goes.
well. This will be interesting to see how you do so, and those that I've already seen so far, uh, I've allowed obviously Rawness to play a different class, a different race that you would not see in Theros, but I think with what me and him worked together to flesh out his character, I think you guys will enjoy it, and I think you won't even mind really the little discrepancy. Um, you know, Brian, who you are, who you're going to be playing, and what you're excited for.
Yeah, my name is Brian. I am playing Cantor, a human monk. In particular, he's a blind monk. So, Ronis, probably whatever facial features you have, I'm not going to really know or care. I'm really looking forward to playing this. I haven't really played a monk, um, so this is going to be kind of interesting and fun. And I'm really kind of looking forward to seeing how the whole Greek mythology plays out.
Okay, well, I'm excited to have you here. Me and Brian he was playing a different character, but last minute change, no big deal. I'm excited to see where all this leads. We do have one additional player. They are not going to be with us for this recording. They are dealing with a migraine at the current time, so I'm letting them have the evening off to kind of like get themselves back to 100%, so they can relax and just get worried about getting better. And I can't think of anything. You guys will hear some music in the background using the Hydrobot since rhythm is no longer there and neither is Groovy. But hope you guys enjoy the music for both, the ambiance and the encounters that we're going to be doing so. I think my players understand everything that we're doing as far as the rules and everything that we discussed. Is there any last minute questions from you guys?
Do I need to mute and roll 20? And if so, how do I do that?
Okay. So you're gonna...
It's in the settings.
Yeah, if you go to
Or
settings...
if you look at your profile...
And scroll down, it says... underneath chat avatars, there's one thing you can fix is if you want to get rid of that stuff. Then there's I want to broadcast to others. Put nothing at the very bottom. I don't know if you see that already or not. If you don't, okay. With that, I think we've got everything out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and jump into our first session. Our story begins in the mythical world of Theros, where monsters and gods are real. Where a common everyday person can go from zero to hero. Where the ordinary could become extraordinary. It's been 500 years since the fall of the mad satyr god Xenagos. Since then, there has been an unspoken peace amongst Theros and the polises. But we're not worried about that. We turn our attention to a caravan of travelers some miles outside the polis of Meletis. This group has been traveling together for about a week or so now, for the very first time. Very wide a range of colorful characters. One that my players already are getting to know as they are taking this ride. I will go ahead and introduce some of these characters. The three that are prominent, that are on this little trip with you guys, one of them is Daphne. Daphne, from what you can tell, is a female satyr, chocolate skin. She's got very easygoing personality, beautiful green eyes that you can almost swear that you've probably seen in a forest somewhere. She's been telling you guys about her dreams of being an actress at the Dancing Goat Theater in Akros. So this is kind of her, like, on her way there. So it just happens that this caravan is going through Meletis first, then going on to Akros at some point. Leading the way, we have Mystico. Mystico is a very curious character. From what you can tell, he is a man of some race. You can't tell what race because they are clad in full armor. They are leading the stray. It's kind of got this iron and gold tint to the armor. He carries a long greatsword on his back. He is the one that's leading the caravan, kind of giving a little extra security in case anything goes wrong on the road. The most interesting of them is Horus. Horus, it is about a 5 foot, you could probably guess in his 40s. What's interesting about Horus is Horus does not have anything from the waist down. He has made this little cart for himself. He divulges that when he was on a trip that a fleece-maned lion had came upon him, ate his legs, but with his ingenuity and craftsmanship, he was able to make himself this little cart that he kind of wheels himself around. Of course, currently, right now, he's kind of just got himself like kind of parked. You see, he made like a little break to where he's kind of like sitting in the cart at the current time with you guys, and I will go ahead and pull you guys on to what looks to be the map that you guys are going to be currently on at the current time. Rawness, go ahead and describe your character for us, and you can put in place your character wherever you think he would be on this map.
All right. Yes. 8-foot tall, muscular man. He's got short hair, wearing some chainmail. You can tell he basically daily he does some training for himself, push-ups and stuff. He's carrying a great axe on his back and a long sword at his side.
Alright, and I guess it looks like you have chosen kind of a spot right here over to the side where Mystico is on his left-hand side.
Yep.
Okay. At any of this time during the journey, do you try and talk to him?
Yeah, I'd make some conversation.
You would know very quickly. He keeps his conversations very precise and short. He never takes off his helmet. From what you can tell, he sleeps in it. Sleeps in his armor. No one has seen him without the full set of armor on him. Does carry a very you can tell he's seen some fights. From what you can tell. Next, Tika, go ahead and describe your character and put yourself on the map where you think your character would be.
Okay. Tika is a young woman, kind of in her mid-20s-ish. She has gray blue eyes, about 5'4", hair, reddish brown hair, kind of wavy, just about to the shoulders. Usually dressed in blacks and grays and darker tones, but with a wreath of purple flowers over her hair. Let's see. How do I place myself?
You just go over here to you've got your tabs on the right hand corner. You've got the chat tab, and then you've got the journal tab. You just grab your character's name. Currently, I've got yours as your name, character, and you just grab it and place it on the map.
Oh, okay.
Wherever you think she would be in this little caravan. And there are others that are in this caravan, but the three that I introduced are the ones that you know mostly about.
Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you what. If need be, I can pull you. Oh, wow. There's two of you now.
Oh dear.
There's one. So go ahead and place yourself wherever you think. So you're just kind of like in the middle of the caravan.
That'd be a great tactical advantage to have two clerics.
If only.
Probably about there.
Okay. That sounds great. Yeah, Tika, if you're having some issues with the... Yeah, you gotta just right-click on Hydra, and you can turn down the volume of the music if you need to.
I got it. I've never used a bot before, so woo! Learning
Well-
curve.
Well, there you go.
There's a first for everything.
Yep, that's all.
Or roll 20 for that matter. This is going to be fun.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, what do we? Brian, go ahead and introduce your character and put yourself on the map where you think they would be.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. No worries.
All right. Yeah, I clicked on the wrong button.
You are completely fine. No worries.
So let me drop myself down here. See if I remember how to do this. Where was it again?
It is the little journal tab. You got your chat, then the next one to the second one to be journal.
There we go. Yep.
And just grab your person and place them where you think they're going to be. And then when you're done, go ahead and give a description of your character if you would.
Yep. Working on it.
You're fine, no worries. Take your time.
I'll probably be somewhere, maybe kind of hanging out. I wouldn't be able to go on one of the carts here, would I? Hello? Hello?
Okay.
Would I be able to be on one of the carts by chance?
Yeah, of course.
So if I wanted to be with, I'm assuming this is the guy in the wheelchair, right? Horace?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to probably hang out with him.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and a little bit more about what my guy looks like. Cantor, he's about 5'8", 5'9", kind of a lighter build, olive skin, bald. He doesn't have hair. That's kind of part of his time with the monks, and also it's easier for him just to keep it shaved than trying to figure out is his hair a mess or not, because he is blind. He doesn't wear bandages or anything over his eyes. He kind of has like a milky look to his eyes. It's probably the best way I can describe him. They're not blue, they're not brown or gray. It's just kind of like a overall opaque, milky look to them. Kind of off-putting a little bit. He doesn't have a very high charisma score anyway, because he's not necessarily the most attractive guy out there, but because he just looks kind of weird. But he's gonna probably be hanging back with Horace and probably just chatting with him in general. Kind of kindred spirits,
Oh yeah, of course. So, of course, he's the one that told you about the story of how he lost his legs. He told you that he's on his way to Meletis. He is going to be. He made a blueprint for what he calls a anvil wrought man. And he is taking it to what is known as the Harbor Forge that is in Meletis, and he is going to train under that blacksmith and kind of maybe work his way up to getting his own one day. He said it's kind of hard to run his own shop at the moment. He had dreams of owning his own shop, but with the loss of his legs, he thinks that maybe he can work out a partnership with this with the forge there. And you see that he's always when he has time. Currently, he's working on this. It looks like a metal plate helmet, but you can tell that there are some wires or what looks to be like some strange thread coming from underneath, and he's always working on it when he has a chance. You can tell that on his cart, he has his tinkerer tools built onto the cart. That way he always has his tools with him, ready and everything. It's always kind of just, always talking about trying to advance the policies. With that, Tony, go ahead and describe your character for us, and you can place them on the map where you think they're going to be.
All right. And describe Arthos, big boy lion man.
Big boy lion man.
He's not letting me do anything. Roll 20 is having a hissy fit at me.
Let me make sure that you have the proper credentials to control him. Yeah. You should be able to. Are you able to see the map?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I'm clicking on him and it's telling me.
Okay, you gotta grab it. You gotta click on him and grab him.
Oh, it's telling me that my connection to the server has been interrupted.
Okay, then you just gotta deal with that. Where would you like to be placed then?
Probably next to the inventor man, the inventive man.
Okay, you want to be on the same card?
I would love to hear what he has to say. Arthos he's a really tall. He's not as tall as our half giant man.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me refresh. Roll 20. No.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just tell roll 20 to refresh and try again next time.
My computer hates me sometimes.
Mine does too. It's alright. Just let me know how that goes.
But yeah, Arthos is 6'8", or he stands at 6'8". Leonin can get about over 7 feet tall, but he was the runt of his litter.
Yeah, that's considered small for a Leonin, because they sometimes you get the ones that end up getting over 7 foot tall, but then if you're under 7 foot, you're considered a runt.
Yeah, Arthos for the most part is considered a runt. He's a very gorgeous looking man, though.
Oh yeah, very gorgeous.
Thick mane of golden brown, of a golden brown mane. He's built like a runner. He's not he's naturally just jacked, but not yoked.
All right.
He's wearing a gold and blue robe. You can tell he has a bit of a noble status because of that. Around his neck, he wears a pendant of the god of destiny, and he wields a quarterstaff next to him. And he also got a scar that runs diagonal across his face. Overall, he looks like a very inviting and very friendly man.
Oh yeah, and because most of the time Leonin aren't. They're very they stick to their prides. They generally don't go into the policies. So, but you're used to going into the public eye and in the towns and the villages.
Arthos is super used to humans and other races.
Oh yeah, it is not anything different for you.
If I could compare him to someone, he kind of looks like Beast from X-Men.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, he's got very soft features.
Very soft features. Okay.
But he looks pretty intense when he's thinking, because he's a big lion man.
Oh no, yeah, of course. All right. So with that, of course, Cantor and Arthos, you just hear him basically. He's got somebody else who's currently got a hold of the reins, and he's got a chance to kind of spin himself around and start working on his little person head, his little metal head, and you can see for a split second, you see the eyes light up for a second, then 3 seconds later it turns off. I don't think I'll ever get to figure this out, but it's all right. You know what they say: Akros wasn't built in a day, so I will take whatever time I need to fix him.
Yeah, don't worry, my friend. Patience is the key to almost anything.
That is true. Very true. With that, as you guys are all traveling together, you notice that the sun sinks low in the west, stretching shadows across this well-traveled road, only about a mile or so from the polis's edge. At your current rate, you, along with the loose crowd of other travelers that are with you, should reach the polis outskirts just before dark. Now, everyone is moving at a leisurely pace, though. Behind you, a horse rounds a bend in the road, galloping at top speed. The beast looks frantic, terrified, frothing with exertion. Upon it sways a figure wearing a gold mask. The rider barely manages to stay in the saddle. His body bristled with cruel black arrows. Blind with panic, the horse plows on, threatening to trample travelers in its path. Before it can, though, the beast's legs give way immediately. Both mount and rider topple, crashing into the dust with a piercing whine and a sound like snapping branches. And that's this horse that you kind of see right here.
Ooh. Arthos is immediately jumping to aid.
What's coming up behind us?
Yeah, they are coming up behind you.
I'm gonna stop and head over that way as well.
Oh.
Yeah, Arthos is over here.
Okay, Arthos.
Pick it. He's going to attempt to pick the guy up.
Alright, you're going to try and pick the guy up. Instantly, you notice, the guy is dead.
Oh.
You can see the arrows that are, have pierced his body, leave these little, wounds of, black, dried blood. But for whatever reason, he was able to hang on tight to his steed while he was riding.
Well, I just lay him down at that point, removing or at least I remove the arrows from his back to lay him on his back and close his eyes.
His eyes are all you can tell there's a gold mask around his face, so you can't tell if his eyes are closed or not. But as you're taking a good look at him, go ahead and make a intelligence check for me.
Just a general?
Just a general intelligence check.
Cool, I'm good at that.
Would I recognize anything about this mask?
You can make a intelligence check with advantage.
That's going to be 11.
Another 11, okay. For anybody else that wants.
18 for me.
Same for you, even with the...
And my modifier is 0.
Oh, well, that's okay.
I have a plus.
Intelligence.
I have 16 intelligence and I got an 11.
That's no big deal. Alright, so you're both able to discern that this individual is what is known as a returned. Someone who has died and come back from the underworld.
Oh boy.
Theo, you know a little bit more. Returned don't usually get to leave the underworld. If they ever do, Erebos uses them to do his bidding.
I was going to say I have religion. I could probably decipher a little bit more of that to the party if needs be.
Yeah, if you want to make a religion check, you can.
I want to try to take this guy's mask off.
Okay, as you take the mask off, you see there is no face beneath it. only
I got a
black
12.
gray flesh over a black-lipped mouth, and dozens of lines, finely etched symbols covering its interior.
Jeez.
And what did you get, Brian?
I got a 12.
Got 12. Yeah, that pretty much the same things. That this is definitely one of the returned.
Does it look like he was carrying anything?
Doesn't seem like there's really anything on his person. I'll say, as you're the one that took off his mask. You've got the mask in your hand. You look at the mask. The mask itself is, from what you can tell, are almost like glyphs. You aren't able to really read the glyphs. One word does stand out to you. The word Kea. That's Khea.
Khea.
Yep.
Okay. Does that have any significance to me?
You can make a history check.
Oh, history check. I am proficient with history. Another 11.
I would say you've heard the name before, but you're not sure where to place it.
And how do you spell K again? Khai.
Khea.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. The name rings a bell, but
Not able to really put either put a, what do you call it, a face to the name, or know where you've heard that name before.
I'm just gonna sort of like put it in my satchel then. This might come in handy.
Alright. Physic, what are you doing?
We'll look off in the direction that they came from, see if anyone was chasing them.
Physic, as you do so, the sound of racing hooves rises like rolling thunder from the direction the fallen rider emerged. Several more riders round the bend, wearing dark tunics. The fading light glints upon their snarling gold masks.
I'm putting up mage armor as I see them around the corner.
Alright.
You might want to put that mask back on him.
We'll see what happens.
Guys start popping up.
I'm going to take out my short bow and just have it ready.
Alright, have your short bow ready.
Fezzik isn't taking out any of his weapons.
Okay, you're not going to take out any weapons. Alright. I think with that, I think we're ready to roll some initiative.
Oh no! I'm so glad I put mage
Excellent.
armor on.
Yep.
Let me mark off that I cast mage armor.
Roll for initiative.
Let's see, do I have all of you on there? I think that...
Oh, finally. 18 for me.
Alright, good. Let's see, there we go. Alright, let me pull my dice out, and I need to do some initiatives for me.
I will throw that in the chat.
Okay. Daphne from one cart has decided that she's gonna join you. Let's see here. If you guys can see the turnover, you can put your own initiative in there.
Oh, okay.
I was just wondering about that.
18.
Not bad so far.
We're rolling pretty well for initiative.
I know, first initiative roll, and you guys are doing actually not too bad.
Yeah, all above 15 so far.
Oh, wow, 24? Okay, all right.
I have improved initiative, so
Oh, yeah. The alert feat.
I kind of need it if I'm blind.
He's not wrong.
The first good roll I get the entire night is, of course, going to be on initiative rolls.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
Of course, Arthos is ready to brawl. He's ready to punch some people.
Okay, for whatever reason,
I think you might be right about that mask situation. Ron is.
let's see.
We don't know if these guys are good, bad, or indifferent, though.
That is true. But we also know that this guy is riddled with arrows at one point.
I'm assuming since we're rolling initiative, something's gonna attack us.
Not necessarily.
We could speak to them, but there's also a possibility that they're going to open fire on us.
That's very true. That's a good.
That's where I wish I had one more level.
Are they all on horses as well, or are they on foot?
They are all on horses as well. Yes.
I can't wait to use the new dragon spells.
Fuck them. Of course. Let's try this again.
Command is restricted. What I do is I usually just tell it to stop and then play the music and then just post the thing again.
Real hard to do. There we go.
So Hydra just stacks things. Alrighty.
All right. First
Right.
up, at the top of our initiative, we have Cantor, Physic
Cantor.
on deck.
I'm gonna hop off of the wagon, go to the other side of the horse here, and kind of just hold my staff in one hand and kind of hold my other hand up, kind of like in a mixture of like a hello, alt, and say, "Whoa, what can we do to help you?"
I would be careful, my blind friend.
Well, I'm kind of holding the rest of my action at this point because I'm not going to just go out and go murder hobo here. I need to figure out exactly what these people's intentions are. This
Okay.
guy's dead. I don't know what else they could be possibly wanting. I mean, it could be just give them the mask back and they'll be on their way. We don't know.
Well, I know what I'm going to try to do.
So I'm gonna just step forward, kind of do that, have myself ready, and shout out, Alt, how can we help you?
You get a reply back. Kill the non-believer! And, it's basically what you hear back from them.
That doesn't sound very friendly.
What do I
did
hear
they
back?
say?
They say, kill the non-believer.
Ah,
And,
Who's the non-believer?
you don't know.
The
Physic
non-believer.
with Arthos after Daphne.
alright, okay. It's your turn, big guy.
I'll look over at the Leonin, because they're not known to worship gods.
I worship a god. You could see the amulet around his neck.
Yeah, so it's not
Oh,
you.
were they seeing this in common, by the way? I'm assuming so.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they don't look very friendly.
Yeah, I'll take up my great axe and ready my action. If any of them comes close, I'll hit them.
Okay, sounds good. So we've got caster physical actions. Daphne is she's just gonna go ahead and I'm not exactly sure what's happening here, but you believe your name's Physic. Just good luck. She gives you a. Go ahead and get a bardic inspiration. That's a D6 to your rolls.
Who's getting the bardic inspiration?
That's gonna be Physic.
Okay.
Then let's see here. She'll go ahead and she goes ahead and prepares a spell. She's gonna hold her action as well. She's not entirely sure what's going on. Then with that, Arthos.
Cool. Arthos is going to move slightly forward and is going to subtly cast Detect Thoughts.
Detect Thoughts. Okay, who are you trying to do it on? The one that answered?
Who's the one? How close is the one that answered? This guy right here?
Yes, sir.
That's why I moved up, because it's a 30-foot range.
Yep.
I subtly cast it, so it's essentially I don't do any verbal or semantic components. They have no idea that I'm reading their thoughts.
Okay, and what is that? What do I need to do?
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. If I try to probe deeper, they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
They are wanting the mask from the body.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was my action. I think I can telepathically communicate to people. That's a bonus action. Yes. So I'm going to telepathically connect with Cantor and say, they want the mask. They want the mask. And I'm like, if you get the chance, reach into my satchel and get it. I'm not taking it out just yet.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
I will not probe deeper into these guys' thoughts because I don't want to get caught.
Okay. All right. This one's actually going to come up to you, Arthos. And it's going to go ahead. And
Buddy, you smell.
Actually, it doesn't have any smell whatsoever. Dead people don't stink, apparently.
Wow.
Give me a moment.
Well, you look like you need a bath.
Now that might be true.
Arthos has 14 AC because of mage armor.
Okay. 14 because of mage armor. Okay. So 17.
That hits.
All right. You see as it comes forward and thrusts a spear at you for 6 piercing damage plus 3 poison damage.
Ouch.
That's all that he's going to do.
So that's 9 damage altogether.
9 damage. Yep.
Ah, man, come on. I thought we were going to talk this out.
And this one's gonna come over. Let's see. It's gonna get right next to you, Cantor. You did hold an action. action, so I will let you.
I can do an attack real quick.
Yes, you can.
Why, yes, I can. All right, let's do. Where's my other screen at? We will do our quarterstaff to begin with.
Okay.
That's 21 to hit,
21 hits.
and that does 6 points of bludgeoning.
6 points of bludgeoning. Okay.
And then I'm going to do my unarmed since I am a monk.
Yep.
Let's do my monk unarmed. That is a 22. I am rolling these correctly, right? That's a 16 plus 4 plus... Yeah,
Yeah, that hits.
yeah 22 to hit. 22 to hit for another 6 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Yeah, mess them up.
Yeah.
And bam.
Okay. So that was 12 damage altogether.
Yep.
Okay. He's gonna go ahead and take a spear attack at you.
Sure. We can try.
He does get. No, he does not. That's a 18 to hit.
I have an AC 18.
Oh, that does hit then. That's gonna be 3 piercing damage and 3 poison damage.
Oh, jeez. These guys hit hard.
This one's gonna come over to the grass over here. You see, it has a sling. It's gonna go ahead and make a toss a rock at you, Fezzik. For
You got this, Fezzik. I believe in you.
for a 7
Damage or to hit?
to hit.
My AC is 16.
Nope. Okay. This one's gonna
You just deflect those with your pecs.
This one's gonna come over here and do another swing attack at you, Fezzik. For a 10 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. This one's gonna come over here and do a sling attack at you, Arthos.
No, please. I'm not that big of a threat.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's gonna be 3 bludgeoning damage.
Ow. I'm really hurt.
Okay.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Okay, this one's gonna come over here. It's gonna toss a rock at you, Cantor. For a 15.
Wait a minute. That's the one you just moved? Which one was it again?
This one right here.
Oh, that boy.
So he's going to be throwing through one of my people. Do I get some type of cover?
Oh no. Then.
Probably not.
Yeah, he'd have to move up because he's going to be throwing through me.
Yeah, if you're behind a person, it's half cover, so I believe it's +2 to AC.
Yep.
Don't worry, Arthos has got you with his face.
Okay.
What you call body armor.
Yeah. So that's gonna be this will be a 15 to hit.
Oh.
All right.
Somehow it hits Arthos in like the eye, like ah.
Yeah, but it doesn't do any damage. This one's gonna toss a rock at you, Thea.
No, Thea, the important one of the group.
An 8 to hit.
Yeah. No, my AC is 16.
Okay, this one's gonna come up here and do a sling attack at you, Cantor. That one is a lovely 13 to hit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm strategizing.
Alright, Thea.
Oh dear. Clarification question: am I allowed to ask other characters how they're looking?
Arthos is looking real rough.
Health-wise?
You can probably tell that Arthos has definitely taken a spear attack and some poison damage.
There's also a rock thrown at his face.
Yeah.
You're just all kinds of messed up, aren't you?
Oh, Arthos is just like, ah, he's bleeding.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna throw a Cure Wounds at first level at Arthas.
Okay.
So it's just 1d8.
Thank
plus
the
3.
gods.
Just the one god.
For how much?
6, 7, 8.
8
8
points.
total.
8 total.
1d8 plus 3.
Ooh, I'm close to my max.
Alright.
I'm looking healthy. I'm looking fit now.
Do I have any bonus actions? Not that I can use.
We
Nope.
still have the poison we have to worry about, but yeah.
Are we going to be affected by the poison condition if we get hit enough?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'll let
I
you
figured
know.
it was just poison damage.
Yeah, it's just poison damage.
Gotcha.
Okay, it's just a one and done poison?
Yeah, just one and done from what you can tell so far.
Oh.
That's
Okay,
great.
No,
I'm
let's
so
not get
glad
excited.
Okay.
So glad I took AoE spells.
At the top of the round, Cantor, before you can even move, you hear something go off. Daphne goes ahead and releases a spell. As these all have gotten closer, he's gonna do Fairy Fire.
Oh, baby.
Alrighty.
Okay, it's a fail. That's a pass. That's a fail. That's a fail. So she was doing this little, this one right here. I'm marking the ones that are Fairy Fire. They are going to get a little heart for Fairy Fire.
You're feeling the love.
I love Fairy Fire. It's such a great spell.
So, for those that don't know, with Fairy Fire, they cannot get any benefits for being invisible, and attacks on them have advantage. Cantor, you're up next. With Physics
All right.
on deck.
Alright, I'm going to do my attack. Obviously. Wrong darn thing. Alright, so little quarterstaff swings. An 18 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. I'm gonna do my unarmed strike that goes with that. 12 to hit.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Bummer. Okay. But I am going to use a key point and do another unarmed strike.
You actually get 2. With a flurry of blows.
So I got a 16 and a 7.
16 hits.
So that's 7 points of bludgeoning, and then the quarterstaff hit for 5. So what is that? That's another 12 I did?
Okay. And that is on the one that's right in front of you that you were already engaged with?
Yeah, the one I already did 12, I believe.
Alright.
You should be up to 24 points of damage, I believe.
Okay, how do you want to do it?
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. On him. Knock him out. Totally. Just, yeah.
Okay, you just want to knock him out?
Oh, yeah, I'm totally knocking him out.
Okay.
So you're not killing them.
Yeah, just gonna knock him out.
Okay, that's fine, no worries. Physic. With, Daphne, then Arthos.
Yes. Finally, a real battle. Charge! And again, just make sure these guys are on horses.
They are, yes.
I'm gonna pull this guy off his horse with the shove action.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
So I have a question. If I were to do an AoE spell, it would affect their horses as well?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Okay, so shove. That would be...
My athletics versus their athletics or acrobatics, and then you can choose.
They just slither out of your grip.
Okay, that's going to be a 12.
It's not letting me do it. Oh, there it goes. I did a lot of them.
Don't worry about it.
Let's see. What did we get here?
Alright, so I hit it a whole bunch because it wasn't doing any, so I'll just roll now.
Okay, no, I see it now. The 23, 23 and 16 both. Yeah, he's on the ground.
Alright. Action Surge. And Great Axe.
All right.
Since he's prone, right?
Yep.
I've got advantage.
Yep.
Oh!
What'd you get?
Crit.
Okay. For those that don't know how we do our crits, instead of so what Fezzik is gonna do? He's gonna roll his damage. Then on that second die, he's just gonna take the max. So he's gonna roll his damage and take the Great Axe is 12.
Yep.
Okay.
I have that input already, so it already automatically adds the 12.
Okay. So how much damage?
So for the roll, that's 16 plus 12. Plus, I also have Savage Attacks. I don't know if you want me to roll another D12 for that.
You'll just do another 12. So that's
another automatic 12.
yeah, automatic 12.
Holy crap!
Yeah, half-orcs are OP.
Yeah. How do you want to do it?
Just executioner style, cut its head off.
All right. Anything else for you? Any more movement? Or I think you used all your movement.
That was all my movement.
Okay.
Still got a Bardic Inspiration for next round if I need it.
You do. Daphne is gonna go ahead and she's gonna take. She sees that they are tossing rocks. She's gonna take her sling out for a at the one that's right in front of you, Arthos. For
Yeah, mess him up.
For a dirty 20. For 6 bludgeoning damage.
Arthos just shouts back like, "Nice shot!"
That's my first time using it.
Thumbs up, like a thumbs up behind her.
Stay alive. As you also get a Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh, baby.
And that'll be your turn.
Okay, so this spell that I'm going to cast has a 30-foot cone.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm going to cast like I wipe a bit of the blood off my like a lip and be like, "All right, I can't think of an insult right now because I'm hurt. I'm just gonna." He puts out a hand as this ice comes creeping up on it, and I'm gonna cast Rhymes Binding Ice.
Ooh, that's one of the newer ones. So,
yeah,
you've got a description for that?
A burst of cold energy emits from you in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 3d8 cold damage and is hindered by ice formations for 1 minute, or until it or another creature within its reach of it uses an action to break away the ice. The creature hindered by ice has its speed reduced to 0. On a successful save, creature takes half as much damage and isn't hindered by ice.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to do.
So I'm having the cone go.
4.
I guess I'm targeting these guys
4.
and the guy in front of me.
There's
Yeah.
4. Okay.
Yeah, those guys.
And what's your spells?
My save is 15.
15. It's a save. That's
why I asked about the horses.
That's a save. That's a fail. You got two fails and 2 saves.
3d8. I dropped a dice.
Oh no.
And down.
Run away!
Oh. Alright. 9. That's going to be 13 points of cold damage. They take, and anyone who succeeds takes half.
Takes 13. Okay. This guy over here, we're gonna do, is there... We'll do a broken heart for Frozen. Or,
So
or hindered, excuse me.
Is it just his horse, or is it also him that's also...
It is actually just him.
Just him?
Yes.
So his horse can move.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
That's fine.
Or we'll say that his horse is frozen too, but the horse didn't take any damage.
That's fine with me. I just wanted to hinder a few of them to keep them from moving.
Then in half, I round up. So what is that? 12?
That would... it was 13. Half of 13 is what they would take.
7.
I'm going to say.
Yep. 7.
So 7.
Yeah. Still a lot of damage.
I still have telepathic link up with Kartos. I don't really say anything to him. Or actually, you know what? Nope, I'm not going to pull the mask out yet.
Okay.
That'd be a stupid move.
Okay. This one's going to come over to you, Fezzik. And he's going to go ahead and make a spear attack at you for a 7 to hit.
7 does not hit.
Okay. This one's going to come down to you, Cantor. He's going to make a spear attack at you with advantage because of pack tactics.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
That's going to be 21 to hit.
Damn. These guys hit hard.
For 3 piercing and 3 poison. This one's going to attack you, Arthos, with advantage
look.
because of pack tactics.
I can explain, man. That ice, I would have killed you, but
Okay, so I rolled 2 22s.
Oh my jeez.
But I rolled shit on the damage. 2 poison and 2
poison.
And 2 piercing.
So 4 altogether. Gotcha.
Yep. This one's gonna come over to you, Thea.
No, Thea.
That's a straight roll for 13.
You see a 16.
Okay, you're good. These two cannot. So these are hindered, correct?
Yep. Hindered by ice. They can't move. Speed reduced to 0.
Okay, they're gonna use their slings. One's gonna try to attack Daphne for attacking. Okay, that hits for 4 points of bludgeoning. The other one doesn't have a shot on anybody. So,
Neener.
Thea, back at the top with Cantor.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action and cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right.
I'm so glad I chose Realms Binding Ice.
All right, where do you want to put
let's see. I can drag that here.
it? Yes,
Can't
you
I?
can. It's
I'm going to
underneath
put that
So I take
right
some more.
there. Oop. Get up. There it is. Right between the guy that just tried to hit me. And I believe I can make an attack on the same turn
Yes,
that I
you can.
summon it, correct?
Yes, you can.
Alright. And that's
This is with advantage because he was fairy fired.
Ooh, even better. Let's see, I have a +5. Natural 20 for a 25 total.
Okay, roll the damage for me.
Dude. Okay, so that would be... That's 1d8. It's 3. So the roll was a... 1. Plus 3 is 4 plus 8. Is that correct?
Yep.
So 12 total.
All right. He's looking pretty bad.
And then I can use a cantrip, correct?
You can, yes. Because that was...
Do I still have advantage on this same dude?
Yes, you do.
Sacred Flame.
So that's a dex save? For him?
Yes, dexterity saving throw. DC is 13.
That's a 16.
Oh, he doesn't even take half.
Yeah. Because Second Flame is like that. Okay.
Yeah, I did something to him. Close enough.
Okay, he's still
I
looking
think I'm
pretty...
stuck, so I'm staying there.
Yeah, he's still looking pretty bad, though. Okay, Cantor.
Stick my tongue out at him.
Okay, that's a free action. I'll allow it.
Neener.
Neener. Okay. So the ones with the heart have fairy fire on them, right?
Yes, the heart with the little, like, chain around it.
Okay. And those I would have advantage on, correct?
Yes.
Alright, can I do like an athletics and move myself over here so I can attack this guy?
Where are you moving?
So you're going through the guy.
From there over through here. Whether it's going like up to here and then down to here, however we want to do it. But I ultimately want to attack this guy.
Yeah.
He got hit with the ice, so he's hurt.
So I get advantage on this.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. So let's do my quarterstaff. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh my goodness.
Quarterstaff.
Oh
So
my
that
God.
is
We're all just critting.
18 points of damage right there.
How much?
18 points of damage.
How do you want to do it?
Yes.
Basically, I want to kind of like stick it through his gut and fling him over me.
Yeah.
While
you
I
just-
then circle around, and for my follow-up, I'm going to hit the guy that's right next to him.
Okay, do it.
Right here.
Yep.
And I might as well do my flurry of blows while I'm at it.
Yep.
Arthos is now
This
breathing a
is gonna be my
sigh
last-
of
This
relief.
is going to be my last one I'm going to have for flurry of blows. So let me see. I get my monk unarmed strike. That's going to miss. So this is for my flurry of blows. A 14 and a 21. But that's...
A 21 does hit.
Was the 14?
The 14 does not. But go ahead and roll that one again because you have advantage because you basically like went around him.
Well, hey, you flanked him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Let me
For flanking rolls, I
roll
think we
again.
agreed on instead of advantage, it would be
Yes. Plus what did
Oh.
you say it was?
Is it like a plus
Two.
2?
Plus 2 on it.
So that would make your 14 into a 16.
Yeah.
A 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Which would, so that'd be then 8 and 6 for a total of 14 points on this other guy.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's about all I can do.
All right.
I mean, unless I can move over to one of these guys that's incapacitated still.
All
It's
right.
hindered, yeah.
You will take attack of opportunity though.
Okay. Well, not really, because they can't move.
Well, no, he's
No,
talking
no,
about the guy
from-
that you just punched.
Yeah. Yeah, from that guy.
From that guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Okay. That's gonna be 16.
Arthos, let me go. There's allies in the way, and I want to cast Arms of Hadar, but that's going to hit allies. Specifically our cleric. You know what? Let's use Dissonant Whispers
Okay.
on the guy that's attacking Thea. So that's a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far away from me.
Okay. That's a natural 1 for 2.
He fails. So I believe, he must use his reaction immediately, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay, and how much damage?
3d6 psychic. Let me roll. Oof, that's not fun. That's a 1. That's 4. That's 5 points of psychic damage.
How do you want to do it?
Ooh, I just whisper. I whisper something in Leonin that is a common swear into his ear, and you just watch his ears bleed, and he collapses to the ground.
Love it. Okay, anything else for you?
If I move, I'm gonna get smacked.
Well, you are.
Yeah, that's not good. You know what? So I'll just sit where I am. I'm just gonna give the telepathic message telling Karthos, like, I still got the mask if worst case scenario.
Okay. This...
I'm telling our monk all this.
Okay, this one's gonna go for you, Thea.
Oh, figures.
For a 13.
Oop.
Does not hit. Cantor, this one's going to attack you. For a 10.
No.
Fezzik, that's going to attack you for a 12.
Does not hit.
Thea, with back at the top with Cantor.
Awesome. I'm gonna give a quick thank you, Arthos, and move this spectral staff that I summoned over to the guy that just tried to hit me this time.
Okay.
So that is a bonus action. Let's see. That is a +5.
Hit him.
Ooh. 18,
Mess him up.
24 total.
24 does hit.
Mess him up.
Ooh. And only 5 points of damage.
How do you want to do it?
Ooh. I would love the staff to just kind of float up over Arthos's head, flip vertical, and just smash into his skull.
Does so. You hear Arthos right next to you. Hear a sickening crack.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Cantor.
We'll see you in the underworld, my friend.
He was already in the underworld.
I'm
see.
sorry. Thea, was there anything else?
Oh, that's right. I have other stuff I could do if I wanted to.
Save your spells.
I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna stay where I am and see what I'm needed for elsewhere later.
Okay. Then, Cantor.
All right, I'm gonna do my my attacks.
Yeah.
Quarterstaff first, and they're both at advantage, right? With this guy.
Because he's technically frozen in place.
Yeah, so, yeah, you've got advantage anyway.
Let's see, there's the quarterstaff. Oh, it's not good.
Unfortunate.
And then I get the unarmed strike afterwards.
Yep.
That's gonna hit. So I at least get 7 points of damage on him.
How do you want to do it?
With the unarmed strike? Just gonna throat punch this guy.
Just, what? You just hear...
You just climb
Yeah,
up this guy's
yeah.
horse and just punch him in the throat.
Just punch him in the throat and listen to his trachea just like collapse on itself. Nice
Alright.
crunch.
Alright, you do so. Anything else?
I don't really think there's much more I can do here.
You do have movement.
I just
really anywhere to move.
imagine Cantor just jumps onto this horse and just punches him in the throat.
Just jumps onto the horse.
That's basically what happened.
Basically.
Fezzik. Oh, I'm sorry. Cantor, I didn't know if you
Yeah, I
wanted
have,
to...
yeah, I have nothing else.
Okay. Then Fezzik.
Last guy, right?
The last guy.
You better do something flashy. If you get a third crit, that'd be hilarious.
I'll give you this one chance to surrender.
Yeah, we got you surrounded.
You can tell his stance stays strong. He doesn't plan to surrender.
Very well.
Oh my god!
Are you actually kidding me?
Why?
Why?
You, my guy, are the luckiest
Wow.
person on the planet.
Why? Alright.
Yeah. And then there's that.
How much damage?
That's
38.
over. 38.
How do you want to do it, Fezzik?
I imagine you don't even need to like reach that high. You literally just chop this dude's head off.
Yeah, basically.
It's like you end up like using like the broad side of your axe and just like smash him to the ground.
Oh yeah, he's like slightly frozen, so you like just bat his head off.
Yeah.
Alright. With that, you guys are out of combat.
Oh my god.
Because
Now,
apparently
remember-
Fezzik can't freaking not get crits tonight.
That one was actually a 20.
Yeah.
Were
That's
the other ones just 19s?
yeah, I think the other ones were just 19s.
Yeah.
Had-
We
Oh
do
my
have
God.
one of them that we left alive, or I left alive.
Yeah.
Alright,
like-
it's this guy right here, right?
Like Fezzik, I actually left one alive. Fezzik.
No, I
I-
killed that one.
No,
Yeah,
there's
I mean-
no, there's one that that Cantor
I incapacitated. I did not kill.
yeah.
It's this guy right
Oh,
here.
that's right.
That was
You're
the
right.
first
Yep.
one.
Arthos is gonna go up to this guy, but but first he takes the mask out, like all for
like,
this
keep Fezzik
little
away.
mask.
Alright, so you're taking the mask out and doing what?
I'm just like all for this little mask. What is this even for? Do you have any idea? Well, actually, never mind. I was gonna ask you, Cantor, but you can't see things.
What
I can't
is
really
coming?
see anything.
Oh, we have no idea what's coming? That's funny. I think you didn't know what you were getting yourself into.
Um,
I'll step up and
out of
say,
curiosity,
if-
I was gonna say, out of curiosity, can I speak to him in like I think it would be what primordial, is what they used in the underworld, right?
Or is it infernal?
That's a you could do primordial. I'll allow it.
Primordial is typically for elementals in base D&D.
I just couldn't remember what they use. What? Let me look again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Infernal or
What's the
Abyss.
least of death? Is
it would either be like
is it
infernal
underworld?
or the abyss. Or abyssal, because, I mean,
Yeah,
if you think
Abyssal
about
is
it,
demons, infernals is devils.
and they technically both exist in
Yeah.
Theros.
Yeah.
these guys aren't really devils. These guys seem to be more of like
These
I
are,
don't-
from what you can tell, these guys are undead.
So they're
Yeah.
corpses, walking corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah, undead don't have a specific language to them. It's just
yeah, they
broken
just
life.
work off of whatever their native is. Yeah,
But I read their mind, one of their leader's mind, and found out that they were going after this. And I hold the mask up, like, ooh, showing everyone. Fezzik, I think you had the right idea of not taking the mask.
Might have been better if we gave it to him then.
Well, I mean, there could have been a slight chance that they still would have tried to kill us.
Yeah, guess.
So the rest of these guys have masks?
Yes, they all have that gold, like, funeral mask.
Do they all have the same features, like that same name?
No, that is the only one.
So this mask has some religious significance then. Since they were trying to, like, kill some heretic?
I don't know. That's where we might want to talk to this guy.
So who wants to interrogate him first? That's the big
And
question.
you don't want me.
You said
Hey.
these guys are undead?
Yes.
Do you have speak with dead?
No. If they're undead, then that wouldn't.
Hey, big guy, rest your axe like between his legs for a second. Maybe that will intimidate him.
Gently.
All right.
Would my spiritual weapon still be up
Yes.
at this point?
Yes.
I want to bring that staff of Theros as close to this last one as I can. I'm gonna ask him, if we do not know what is coming, how about you tell us? Why were you after this one?
I would tell her she.
That I'm going to try and tell you, River Guide.
I mean, I wouldn't mess with her. She took out a few of your guys. And we got this.
Rivers envelop the world, and so
We got
will
the-
envelop you.
We got the big guy over here too.
It does not matter what you do to me. Others will come for that mask.
I will
Why?
spend a sorcery point to regain a spell slot back and cast detect thoughts again.
Okay, are you gonna delve deeper this time?
I want to delve deeper into this guy's
Okay,
mind.
that's a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yeah. Like put a hand on his face to like,
That's a
try to
7.
get into his mind. Yep, so I now know even more thoughts.
So, Varius was apparently in his years, like his living, breathing years, was a oracle who could read and tell when people would come back as a returned. Varius was also a devout follower of Phoenix, the god of deception.
Ooh.
Phoenix was also, most of you would know, the ever first returned.
Okay. Interesting. I relay this information, I guess, to my friend, to everyone around me.
Yeah, that's what you get as you like hit his head, and there's all these like words and like.
Yeah, I slam my hand onto his face and just like pour deep into his mind. Eyes rolling back into my head like, oh.
You watch as after you do that, he goes to say something else, and you watch as like almost looks like his body just goes limp, and he just collapses.
Oh, finally, some peace and quiet.
Are y'all alright?
We're good. We just got a big revelation.
How are you faring?
Good. That was my first time using that sling, and I'm actually really, really surprised that. And before she could say anything else, for a moment, all sounds turn to whispers. Color drains from the world, turning everything shades of gray. Everything except any of the golden masks that are near you.
What the hell?
This goes on for about 5 seconds. Then everything is good again.
Did anyone see that besides me?
That was
If
strange.
you mean gray and gold, I think we did.
No.
Oh,
We all
right.
see that?
Cantor, you can't see it. Everything went
Did I
gray.
sense something? I was gonna say, did I sense something at least?
Yeah, you sensed like
Like a
all the sound kind of went down.
So these guys seem to be working for some guy that was the first reanimated guy. First guy to escape the underworld. From what I could gather from reading his thoughts.
No. These guys work for Erebos.
Erebos. So they're trying to find this. From what can I gather? What information I gathered from that? And I gathered that they're trying to find this guy.
They were trying to chase down Varius, the guy that was on the horse,
Right.
because he apparently knew something.
About.
The first original
Right. So okay.
returned.
So they are trying to find the first return.
Well, fine.
Yeah, so basically,
Whatever
basically,
he knew.
Erebos is the god of the dead. That's probably why he sent undead
Figure out
to
a.
capture this, and that he cherishes not so much death, but he cherishes gold.
Yep.
This mask
Probably
has.
ties into the whole aspect of the masks being
Yep.
gold.
Well, then this mask has some significance to the fate of our world.
Well, it's just saying that they're followers of Erebos.
Right,
And
but there's also a
Erebos.
name on this thing.
That may mean that it's maybe somebody more special in the service of Erebos.
Right, so they're trying to figure something out. We don't know what.
Is there anything else on this person, on the person's mask's body, besides the mask?
No.
Was it maybe smuggling any papers or?
Nothing.
Hey, Thea, do you mind hitting me with another cure wounds?
Of course.
Ah, yeah, those spears did a number.
They too tend to do that.
Alright.
So you were saying that he was part of. So these guys were hunting down who again?
His name
Was the
is
follower-
his name is Varius. Varius
So the dead-
was a oracle in life to Phoenix. He could read people's blood and decipher whether or not they were going to come back as undead.
So this guy had some information that they want about another guy.
Basically.
Interesting.
Wait a minute, okay, so this guy supposedly knows if somebody else will come back as undead,
Yep.
like particular person.
Yeah. He could take somebody's blood, like a drop of their blood, and if it turns a certain color for him, you're going to come back as undead.
Was he knowing like a particular person?
So,
That's the
Varius,
reason why they were hunting him down?
Varius was very close to the god of deception, which Erebos does not like whatsoever, because he's the first one to escape the underworld. So there's that little power struggle there.
Yes. Okay.
And of course, since then he ascended to godhood. So
Okay,
Perhaps
so
maybe to do with the secret of how to escape.
Right, and so Erebos is trying to figure out how to make more of these guys, possibly. I mean, they
you see,
do his bidding.
From escaping the underworld.
the large
yeah, I think it's more that he doesn't want more people to escape. He wants people to stay.
guy that leads the caravan, Mystica, comes back. If we're all good to go now.
Oh, right. My apologies.
No, it's fine. No offense.
Would
Yeah.
would I know if the masks that these guys had would be like required for a funeral rite?
For they can be considered for like, so typically no, but they can be melted down and used to make coins that people put over their eyes.
Oh. Let's grab the masks.
Yes, let's do that.
I think I've taken enough masks today.
Another question.
Go ahead.
Would I know if like a regular bronze coin would be acceptable
Yeah.
for Theros?
Yes.
Arthos is
I
just
will
going to go
help.
sit in the cart.
It will help with the collection of masks and leave one coin for each of bodies around us.
Okay, that's fine. You see, Daphne kind of goes over to the horse and starts checking on it. Oh, looks like the horse is fine. A little bit of a sprain and some malnourishment, but as long as this thing gets some food and water in it within the next couple hours, she should be fine.
Oh, wondrous. The horse is doing great.
We can bring him along.
Her.
That is true. Oh, her.
Yeah,
Jeez.
there's a name on the bridle.
What's the name?
Fotina.
Ooh, pretty name.
Tina?
Fotina. Photina.
Sounds like a cow's name.
It really does, but that is the name of the horse.
Sounds like a Vietnamese dish. Soup?
Anyway.
Let's get this show on the road.
Bad jokes.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you spell the name one more time?
Photina.
Thank you.
And I will say, as soon as you guys like pile the bodies up, the horses they were riding gallop off in different directions.
What was this guy's name again?
Vargas.
Vargas?
I will type that for you guys.
Cool. I have keen mind, so I'll remember this, but
Oh yeah,
I'm still gonna write
but
it
you,
down.
Tony, don't.
No. Arthos has a keen mind, but Tony is.
Tony does not. Yeah,
No.
I definitely understand that.
It's Vargas, dead guy.
The
That's one of the
only
names.
other stuff they carry are their slings, their spears, and in addition, they each have a pouch containing 20 silver pieces. If you guys want to take those.
Yeah, you guys can take that. I'm fine on money.
Yeah.
I could definitely use some.
If
Okay.
you wouldn't mind sharing.
Of course I'll share.
I feel like my insides are going to become my outsides in a few minutes.
As you all like divvy up the pouches of silver, in the next hour, you guys make it to Meletis.
Meletis.
Meletis is a bustling city at this current time. You can tell that there are many things going on at the current time. This is the polis dedicated to the goddess Ifara. And you see Daphne kind of, as soon as y'all come out, she's like, I will be at the clumsy centaur this evening. If any of y'all want to join me there for a drink, Mystico, or and you see he's already like gone off to do his own thing. You see, she goes like, oh well, okay. Horse, do you need? It's like, no worries, girl. I'm good. And you see, Horace is able to pull himself off the cart, set his like little his little cart thing and straps himself up and starts taking his anvil right hand, puts it on his little cart, and starts wheeling himself around. Just fine. He's pretty independent. He's
That
gotten
man
used
is-
to.
That man is a riot.
Yeah, he's pretty much gotten used to doing everything on his own. So, as you guys are now in Meletis, Arthos, is there anything that you are wanting to do at this time? You do know that Meletis is very well known for the Decatia, which is where everyone comes to learn. Bright students come to learn how to control their magics here.
Sounds interesting.
They
We could
also-
learn more about those masks.
Maybe see if we can find out who this Hia is.
Yeah, could be. Anyone
I
up
was
for a
gonna
trip
ask
to a
if
school?
I was going to say, can I snag one of the masks and take it to one of the local temples of Halid, since
Yes,
that's where I'm tied to.
yes, you may. There is one here.
I assume there is, because he's
Yeah.
everywhere. Because he is the rightful god, the god of all gods.
Yeah, he's
So of
basically
course.
he's at the head of the pantheon. But
Of course he is.
yeah.
He's the real god.
Oh Lord, here we go.
The Dio double,
Yeah,
the
Yes,
Geo
he
double.
is.
yeah.
He is. He's
Uh,
the original God.
I say
Fezzik,
we.
Is there any? Are you joining anyone? Is there anywhere particular you want to go here?
First, when you said the silver pieces, was that 25 total from all of them?
It is 20 silver pieces per pouch. There was
Oh,
I think there were 8 of them.
8 of them. So, wow, 20 times 8. That's 160 silver pieces.
Yep. Who wants some?
comes out to be 16 gold. That's
Yeah.
if we're doing
Yeah,
the standard.
yeah. If you guys just want to, you do know that there's a place to convert the silver into.
Ye olde bank.
Ye
Hello,
old.
money
Just asking
changers.
who wants them so I know how much
I'm
I
all-
get and how much.
Arthos doesn't really. Arthos is like, it's all yours, my friend. You did most of the
If
leg.
you don't
material.
mind.
You did most of the legwork back there.
Yeah. I'm not so much for the material. I'm good.
Alright, split it 50-50 with
With Thea, then. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
8 gold?
I'm gonna talk to some mages.
okay. Physic. Anything else for you?
After that fight, he wants a drink, so he's gonna go to where Daphne was going.
Okay, you're gonna go to the Clumsy Centaur. You're gonna go ahead and go to Clumsy Centaur. Okay. We're gonna start over with Arthos and Thea. You guys are heading to the Decatia.
Yes.
You guys
Yes.
come to this large school. You can tell that there are some students that are currently walking around doing their like evening classes and such. As you guys come up this long path, it's at the very top of a hill all by itself. You come to like where like the front lobby is, and you see a older female. You can tell that she's definitely aged, not very well. She kind of looks at y'all as you guys come through. Yes, is there something I can help you lovelies with?
We've discovered something interesting on the road,
Oh,
and I pull out the mask.
oh, interesting.
I was wondering if any of the masters of this fine academy could identify it for us.
Well, I can already tell you that that is a mask that belongs to what's known as a returned.
Correct. Well, we found it on a very special return. That had a name. I don't know if the name. He'll say the name. Arthos would say the name.
Oh, that's interesting.
Ah, yes.
Kaya. Kaya's one of our teachers here. She's not in her office at the moment, but she has a cottage right outside of Meletis.
A cottage.
Yes.
Well, could you leave a message for us?
I can. She's not going to be back for some time. I mean, when I say that her cottage is right outside, it's like maybe a 10-minute walk outside of the...
Could you give us directions there?
Oh, yes, of course. And she kind of gets a parchment piece of paper, kind of gives you the directions of where Kaya's cottage is.
Why, thank you.
Of course.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Of course.
Let's get moving.
Okay.
Agreed.
Alright, we're going to go over to Cantor. You easily find your way to the Temple of Heliod. You can't tell because you're blind, but this is a very bright and vibrant temple. There's a large symbol of the sun. As soon as you walk in, these priests are wearing gold and yellow robes. One of the priests come over to you. Is there something I can help you with, my boy?
As I'm walking in, I'm gonna pull out, my little holy symbol that I wear, just so they recognize, who I am and where I'm from, type of a thing.
Yes.
And I'm kind of like one of theirs, and I'm like I explain who I am and where I'm from, and I have something here that I believe I should speak to one of the elders with.
They're not currently here at the moment. Something that I can help you with.
Well, we were beset on on the path heading into the polis by a group of ruffians. As I pull out the mask.
Where did you get that?
Well, it was not willingly given to me, we can say. But we were beset upon by about a dozen of them, chasing after what we believe was one of their own. And I kind of go into more detail, mentioning, a horse come charging around the corner and mask that was found on that person, along with there was a name on it, but I don't mention what the name was on the mask.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Sure.
He takes the funeral mask and looks it over. Oh, interesting. There seems some sort of inscription on this mask.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to see it, so that's good. I'm like, really? What does it say?
Silence the heretic Varius. His secrets must remain dead.
What was it again?
Silence the heretic Varius. His secrets must remain dead. Looks like some sort of assassination order?
Interesting. Oh, do you know of this heretic they mention?
Never heard the name before.
Do you know where I can maybe find more information on this individual?
Well, you can try the Decatia. They're a well of knowledge. They have an extensive library. They do sometimes allow those that aren't students to peruse inside, but that might be your best bet. If not, I'm sure that local gossip might be another good bet.
Would you be able to provide me with a writ of recommendation while I'm over here giving my tithes and blessing to our God?
I will speak to one of our elders. I will discuss with them. They should be returning sometime early in the morning for our morning mass. At that time, I will discuss that with them then.
Would you guys? And actually, at this point, I pull out one of my gold coins. That would be greatly helpful. And would I be able to have a place to stay for the night so I can maybe partake of mass in the morning?
Of course, a child of Heliod is always welcome in this temple.
Excellent. I figure that's a nice tithe and everything, and for the writ. And...
All right. Anything else?
That's gonna probably be all for me, unless there's like some, like I said, like food and a place for me to stay here.
For the most part, there isn't food. Any food they usually get from one of the local taverns.
Okay. I will. I'll look for like one of the like pages or errand boys, because there's probably a few of those wandering around the temple.
Yeah.
And I'll ask them to bring me like a platter of, some type of like hummus and breads and stuff like that.
Okay. They definitely go ahead and write that down and start heading their way.
Like some marinated veggies and all that stuff.
Okay.
Being the good, wholesome monk that I am.
Of course. All right. With that,
And I'll go and sit in the corner, meditate.
Okay, gonna meditate. Fezzik, we come over to you. The clumsy centaur. As soon as you come in, you can tell that this is the place to be. Very beautifully lit. You can tell that wherever there is light, a little orange magical glow can be seen. Almost as if it's like dancing in place around this bar. There is a wide range of characters here. All races are welcome for the most part in Meletis. They're very more open for those that want to try to advance themselves, whether intellectually or help the polis any way they can. Meletis welcomes them. Currently, you see at the front of the bar, looks to be all centaurs for the most part. The middle of the room, you can see some soldiers in this kind of gold like armor with blue capes that symbolize that they are soldiers and guards for Meletis. And you see this centaur that's currently running the bar. She's roughly maybe 30 years old, long red hair. And Daphne is over by the piano, currently playing a song at the moment. The song is a song you're very familiar with. It tells the story of a Minotaur champion of the Aroan Games. Very much like you. He went for a trifecta in the Aroan Games. But on that third attempt, he was unable to succeed in doing so. He spent many years trying to find his purpose and place in his world after that loss, and ended up becoming a paladin of Erois.
Yep, definitely kind of reminds me of me.
Very much so. That's why, like, that's a song that you're very familiar with, because you've heard the story before many a times. But I'll go ahead and pull you onto this map, and you can. What are you doing as you come in?
Yeah, I'll look around, taking the sights, sounds. Nice to be back in civilization.
You can see this centaur behind the bar kind of sees you come in. She kind of truffles her way over to you. Hi, sweetheart. What can I get you?
Oh, got anything good that's local?
Of course. Are you looking for drink and food?
Yes.
I'll get you something right up. A kind of a fair thing here. For 1 gold piece, I will go ahead and give you not only your drink, but also a plate as well.
Thank you.
Goes ahead and drops off, comes back to the back. You see Daphne kind of, she finishes up the song. You see she kind of looks at her cup where people have already put some like tips in. She kind of comes over. Oh, Fezzik, over here. This is kind of where I'm hanging out up here. She kind of like goes ahead and pats the seat right in front of her. So, what do you think of my song?
It was great. One of my favorites.
Yes, I don't know. I've always enjoyed watching the games. Well, hearing about the games. I've actually never been to Akros. So I'm a little nervous to go there and audition there for a role there that they're offering. What are your plans now that you've made it to Meletis? Do you plan on staying here for a bit, or?
I likely will. I'm actually from Akros myself.
Oh, interesting. Have you competed before in the games?
4 times.
Wow. And how'd you do?
Well, first time my hubris got the better of me. I took the 2nd year off to train. 3rd time I didn't do too bad. Last 2 times I actually came out first.
Well, that's great. You see the centaur woman kind of comes back up. She drops off a drink. You see it's some kind of blue wine of some kind, and on the plate you can tell it is a steak with some kind of potatoes on it. Kind of looks like they've been grounded up and like mixed around with some cream. You wanted the house special, so figured I'd go ahead and drop that off for you. Can I get you anything else, dear? Is your your glass still good? Oh yes, of course. Thanks so much. I'm actually good for right now. If I need anything else, I'll say something. All right. Good. Good. He kind of comes back over here. Daphne, you can see Daphne's kind of got a plate of what you would call rabbit food in front of her. You see, basically, garden vegetables, basically, and you see she does have a drink next to her, very much similar to the one that you have. So, that was interesting what happened today, right?
Yeah. You'll feel kind of bad that we had to fight them if all they were going for was that mask, but...
Well, I mean, they started it. I mean, they seem to really want it that bad to die again over it. Must be really important.
Yeah. And I gave that one guy a chance to surrender, and he still said no, so...
Well, that's kind of his own fault. With that, I will say, Thea and Arthos, you now come in to the Clumsy Centaur.
Finally, good. I just need a drink.
Arthos, you look around,
Do you like the strong
realize
stuff?
you are the only Leonin in here.
Oh, that's great. Feel totally welcomed.
You see, the Centaur woman kind of looks over at you. Hello. Not to sound rude, but are you lost?
No, we came in here for a drink.
Oh, okay. Is there anything in particular you want?
Strongest stuff you got.
All right.
Take it too.
All right. Any food?
You got any meat in particular?
I can actually do a house special for both of you. 1 gold each.
No, not a problem. I just hand her a gold.
All right.
As do I.
Okay. You see, as you know, y'all are having that talk. You hear, "Oh, guys, over here!" You see, Daphne's kind of like waving her arms back and forth at y'all.
I, slowly walking over, like, sort of like with hunched shoulders, like, oh, I'm exhausted. Sitting down at the
Come have a
table.
seat.
I'll sit down also.
God, I need a drink. That battle was intense.
Yeah.
Apparently-
It was interesting.
And we just found out that the name on this mask, and I pulled the mask out, it's the name of some professor lady that works up at that thing.
Oh, you mean the Decatia?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, they have an actors program that I attended for some time. I never met her though. But I've heard about her. They say
What have you heard?
that she's pretty well respected. Even the Council of the 12 go to her for advice all the time.
Interesting.
And
Has she been there long?
she's been there 20 years at least, as far as like being a professor.
Maybe
I think she teaches Theroan history and alchemy.
this could be a list of people on this mask.
I mean, it could be. You see the centaur woman comes over, puts the same thing, the same plate that Fezzik has, a steak with some kind of like potatoes mashed up with cream. Your drinks looks like whatever it is clear. It almost looks like water, but you can smell it.
Oh, that's strong.
It's not water.
Arthos immediately starts chugging.
Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, fun.
I'm not gonna chug, but I'll start sipping.
Okay.
Sorcerers are proficient with this stuff.
Yeah.
I got a nat 1.
You.
Plus 3, so that's 4.
As soon as you go to like chug it, you kind of like cough. It takes. It's hard going down, and you can kind of feel the buzz like almost instantly, but you're still good.
Oh, just like back home.
So is that what y'all are going to do? Y'all are going to go visit this professor?
I mean, that's the only lead we got right now.
Well, I will unfortunately be leaving first thing in the morning with Mystico and the rest, for those that are going back to Akros. But if you guys are ever in Akros, if I make it and get my audition, I'll be at the Dancing Goat Theater. I hope to see you guys there.
I wish you luck on your journey.
Thank you, of course. I actually, unfortunately, have to call it an evening already. I really hate it. I wish we could spend a little bit more time together, but Mystico wants to leave, like, as soon as there's, not even before the sun's up, as soon as you can see light.
That makes sense.
That man just never knows how to have fun. But I will see, hopefully, all of you in Akros soon. And she kind of gives y'all a little wave. She kind of doesn't even finish her drink. She goes up.
Before, as she's leaving the table,
Yeah.
I say, hold on a second.
Uh-huh.
I hand her 2 gold pieces, a little bit further road.
Oh, you didn't have to give me that.
Don't worry about it.
Well, thank you. She kind of gives you a small smile before heading up the stairs.
And do I, being from Akros, do I know of any place to suggest her going, maybe to stay or something?
There is one. It's very similar to this. It's known as the Hungry Harpy.
Yeah, I'll say, if you're looking for a place to stay in Akros, the Hungry Harpy's a good spot.
Alright, well, awesome. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
As soon as she starts walking away, I nudge Feznik smooth, Casanova.
Is her drink blue?
Physics.
Left behind.
Physics and no, yeah. Hers is partially drank, but yeah, it's blue.
Fancy
Can I
cocktail?
stare at it?
Yeah.
My head.
Yeah, you can stare at
Take it and add it to mine.
Okay.
Oh, you can't handle the strongness?
I believe this will only make it stronger.
Also might taste fruity.
You
Not
see,
a bad thing. I take a sip.
the centaur comes up and I hope I'm not interrupting. Just I've never seen. Looks like a She looks at you, Fezzik. A giant, but not a giant. And
Half giant.
oh, interesting. I've never heard of such a thing. And a Leonin come in, but of course you're more than welcome at any time. Meletis is more welcoming to the other races than some of the other polises might be.
Oh, don't worry. I'm used to getting stares.
Oh, didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable or anything, hon. But I'll go ahead and introduce myself. Karen is my name.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Karen. And I reach a hand out to give her a handshake.
And you are?
I am Arthos.
Arthos.
Mm.
Wait a sec. I know your parents.
Yes, I am the son of Lindos.
Yes, they're the ones that actually gave me my money to buy this place. They said they adopted.
Oh, yeah. Long time ago. I'm the first.
Yes. Wow. Well, yeah. Well, now that I know that, you're more than welcome to come in here at any time. What brings y'all to Meletis, though?
Research.
Research. Well,
Important adventuring duties and such.
I'm retired from that life, but I can definitely understand and respect that. If y'all need anything, please let me know. If y'all want another round of the food and the drink, it's 1 gold altogether. If you want that separate, it's 5 silver. If y'all are looking for rooms, it's going to be 3 silver pieces for a room.
I throw her a gold piece and say, "We'll take some rooms."
Oh, great. All right, I will go ahead and get those keys up for you. I assume separate rooms.
Do you guys prefer separate rooms?
Yeah.
It's fine with me.
Okay.
I grew up with like 2 siblings, so we didn't have much room.
She goes ahead and grabs the 3 keys, comes back, gives you the 3 keys, and then kind of goes back. Is there anything else you guys are doing for the evening?
I'm just Arthos is just drinking himself silly at this point.
Okay. Arthos, go ahead and make me another Constitution saving throw.
He's like taking on drinking challenges with centaurs and stuff like that.
Yeah, go ahead and make me another Constitution saving throw.
7.
Arthos, you are at this point. You can tell you are definitely drunk.
I told you I can hold my liquor.
I would recommend you to stick to your corn by the bushel, not by the gallon.
As soon as he tries to take another sip, he just collapses onto the floor.
Oh dear.
Well, I was about to
I look
say.
over to Fezzik. I suppose we should get him up.
Let's see. Spark.
Great, another one. You see, she comes over as she kind of motions you to move Fezzik.
Oh, I can take him to his room.
Oh, okay. I usually take that duty, but if you want that responsibility,
Yeah, it's no problem.
I'm the king of the world.
Yes, you are.
I'll
Follow along and get the door.
I'll make sure there's some water in his room for him.
You know what? You guys are really nice.
Oh,
It's been a while since I've had some nice friends.
with that, we're gonna take a break and be back the next morning to see what our adventurers are gonna do from there. Alright, so we are back. We come back to the very next morning. Cantor, we're gonna start with you. It's as soon as the sun is about to rise, you can start hearing people getting ready for the morning mass. First thing in the morning.
Yep, absolutely. And I will make sure that I am out there with them.
Oh yeah, you can see that as soon as the sun's starting to rise, you see one of the head priests has got this large brazier with wood that is just piled up, almost like a bonfire. You watch as he hits a firebolt, and the fire just sets ablaze. Starting, this is basically just a small prayer is had from him, thanking Kiliod for the day. And you know that this fire will go until the evening time, then they'll put it out. After the mass, you see the one priest that met you. Well, never mind, you don't see. Excuse me. I'm going to have to remember. You feel a tap on your shoulder, and you hear the voice of the priest from the evening before. I had a chance to speak with one of the high priests before mass, and they did prepare a writ of recommendation for you. It should allow you to look for whatever you need, with supervision, of course, from one of the staff up there.
Thank you very, very much. And were you able to ask them if I can have some one-on-one time with them?
They currently...
With one of the clergy here.
Yes, they said that they will try to make some time later in the next coming weeks. It's been pretty busy here lately, but they said that they took your name down, and when something opens, they will let you know. They'll at least give you some sort of notice.
Sounds good. And I'll mention to them, it's like I'll be making frequent stops while I'm in town.
Of course.
Here to pay my respects and stuff like that to our God, and I thank him, and I'm gonna probably grab a bite to eat somewhere and head off to the library.
Okay.
I want to research both the names in particular.
Okay. You see the priest goes ahead and gives you a small pouch. It's got some coins in it. This is just for your meals for the day. After that is all on you. Please enjoy yourself at the Clumsy Centaur. It is a more upscale place.
Oh, thank you very much. And I bow to them and everything.
He bows back in respect.
Thank you very, very much. And again, thank you for your hospitality here. I will, I guess I'll go and take their advice. I'm going to stop off there and grab something to eat, and then probably head off to the library.
Okay. As you walk in, you realize your friends are there as well.
Yeah. Probably a couple looking more worse for wear.
Oh, hey, Gantor. You should have been here, man. Wild night. I didn't last long.
You look like you smell.
You could see me?
No. No, but I could smell you when I opened the door.
like Arthos is like waving his hand between his eyes, like,
wait a minute.
God.
How drunk am I?
You can't see me.
It's like, really?
I'm
really
hungover.
Drunk that you can see me?
Anyway, the whole gang's here. We know of the person on the mask.
I also found some information on the inside of my mask, that there was an inscription. And I read it off to them about, essentially it's like, what was it, about the heretic must die.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, the heretic must die, secrets must remain dead. And the name with it. Heretic Varus.
Wasn't
and I'm
the
like,
heretic the one wearing the mask? Or was it a different mask you showed?
Well, I thought on the mask it said somebody else, didn't it?
Yes.
On our mask it says Kia.
Yeah.
The Kia. Yeah, now this on my mask it says that this heretic Varus must remain dead.
Okay, and that was from the mask of one of the guys that attacked us.
Yes.
One of the ones that attacked us.
Oh.
So they were trying to kill Varus because he was going to try and see this Kia person?
I have no idea, but I did get a writ from my order to talk to some of the senior people at the what is it? The library, university, was it?
Yes, the Decatia.
Yep, at the Decatia.
Right, and we know where this Kia person is staying. She's a professor at the Decapa.
Yep, her cottage is just outside the polis.
So I figured we can. I'm figuring two of us can go investigate the cabin. Two of us can go up to the Decapa.
Yeah. How do we want to split that off? Do we want to split up again, or do we want to stick together and check this out?
It's whatever you guys want to do.
I'm certainly interested in this Kia person.
The fact that her name's on the mask leaves some suspicion.
Yes.
Maybe they might know who this other heretic would be.
Or maybe she's related to Varus in some way.
Do you guys know? I mean, do you guys see? I mean, I was told that there was an etching or something inscribed on the inside of my mask. Have you guys looked at the inside of yours?
That's a good question.
Because there's other ones, including the one that you took off of that person.
I look inside the mask.
I
Okay.
took out one of the ones from the undead and take a look at it.
Alright, so the one that was taken off the original one where the guy had the arrows in his body, that's the one that talks about Kea.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you had, Cantor, talked about silencing Varius. The other masks have nothing on them.
I mean, it seems like that mask belongs to the head of whoever was trying to kill Varus. That was maybe his order?
Maybe.
Perhaps. Or at least the leader of that group.
And Varus was trying to see someone named Kia, it seems. It seems like they get their directives inside the masks or something like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why the other ones would be blank then?
So
Can
Varus...
I look at Cantor's mask and see if I see an inscription in his one that he has?
And it's the one that basically talks about the assassination order.
I do see it.
Yeah,
Okay. It's not like it's like a written text that
yeah.
they
This
had to
one,
do.
yeah, this one is actually like an actual message. The one that Arthos has, it's some kind of cipher, which the only word that you can read is Kea.
Maybe Kia can decipher it.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope so.
Maybe we should all...
go to Kea.
Yeah,
We all go to Kea and see if she might know more about this Vardius.
I can probe into her brain, too. See if she might know anything more.
Oh.
And I can relate it to you guys via your mind.
Can possibly make it so that she must be truthful. Maybe.
That could work. But we'll need to make it
Since
subtle.
lie in the first place. Let's just be honest. If anything, we will offer gold.
That's true. Gold does speak to the heart of most people.
It does.
And if we're
But-
dealing with the god of the dead, he cherishes gold more than death itself. So we'd be talking right up their alley.
But there is a possibility that she could lie through her teeth if we tell the truth about what's going on.
And there's
We'll
a
feel it out.
possibility.
We'll try honesty first.
I'll make sure to to read her thoughts. Make sure that things are going our way. It's important that we have some security.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you guys are going to go to KS Cottage?
All right, big boy. Since you have such charm, why don't you introduce us? I pat Physic on the back, like, you go first.
Okay.
Run through the woods.
As you all make your way...
Wink, wink, and nudge, nudge.
It's literally maybe a 20-minute walk outside of the polis. You come to this forested area for a moment, then you see this cottage. You can tell that it's covered in ivory vines, and you can instantly smell the lavender and other scents from outside. It's heavily scented.
That is a strong scent.
Oh yeah, especially for me. You got to remember, all my other senses are heightened because I can't see.
And Arthos is like a lion, so he's just like, oh no, too strong smell.
I'm with
just
you.
sniffing the air until I'm starting to get a headache.
I wish I was drunk.
Okay.
Anyway, who wants to go knock on the door first?
What's this person's name again?
Okay.
Kia.
Yeah.
Kia.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you were actually going to go do that? You know I was joking, right?
Okay. Well, alright. So you knock on the door. Yes. Who is it?
My name is Fezzik. Looking for Kaya.
You see someone kind of opens the door a little bit. You can tell the woman's about in her 50s. You see whatever blonde hair was there is starting to like turn white. It kind of looks out. Is there something I can help you with? I'm a little busy at the moment.
I hand Fezzik the mask from behind.
Yeah, we ran into this, and it's got your name on it.
Give me a moment. You see, she goes to the door. You see a little bit of like some cursing behind the door, and then she opens the door. And she kind of opens the door. Yes. Give me right this way. Kaya is my name. Usually charge a consulting fee, but since you say that my name is on this mask, I'm gonna waive that for you. If you would please follow me this way.
Yes, it's very important.
Oh, yes, of course. Please come in. As you all come in, you realize as soon as you all come in, she takes like a sign or a door that says open. She puts do not disturb, and she leads you all in to a room. As you all
I'm going to
go ahead.
subtly cast. I'm subtle casting detect thoughts so I can read her mind.
Okay. She's like, I'm not sure what this is about, but it must be important if it has my name on it. I guess I'll hear him out this one time. You see, she sits down. You see on all this area by a campfire with a behind her is a window, a desk. You see that there is a scroll that's already open. Some notes on one side. Usually there's a chair right there. I apologize. I only have one chair. Usually don't have too many people to consult with, but
it is not a problem. I definitely prefer standing.
All right. So you say this mask has my name on it. If you want to just tell me why you're here, and we'll go from there.
We found this mask on a person who came from the underworld. His name is Varus. Does that ring any bells?
Yes. Varius. We... An old friend of mine.
What is she thinking at this exact moment? Because I still have detect thoughts on her.
Yeah, she's thinking, like, wait a sec, like, Varius is dead? Like, she's, like, confused. Like, you can tell that she, thinking about the time when her and Varius, they've consulted together on some things before. Just basically like stuff like that. Yes, I know Varius some. We've worked together in the past before.
Well, he came back from the dead, so he died, and he came out of the underworld, and then died again. And that's how we got this mask.
Do you mind if I see the mask?
I gave the mask to Fezzik.
Here you go.
She takes a look at it. Tell you what, let me go. It's some sort of cipher. If you wait here, she puts the mask down. She goes into the next room. Fezzik.
Which one of the? I was gonna say, which one of the group has the is the mind thing?
I have the mind thing.
All right, yeah. I'm going to kind of be whisper it to you, so hopefully she won't hear. See if they might have talked about or had some type of like thing about like a secret or some type of secretive dealing, maybe. You know what I mean? Because that would tie into it on the back of my mask.
Right. Well,
or anything of that angle.
So I wait until she leaves the room and bring everyone in. Like, she didn't know that this guy was dead.
Fezzik, make me a wisdom saving throw if you would.
All right.
What'd you get?
Ooh, 18.
18. For a moment, you feel like someone is trying to probe your mind. You know it's not Arthos, because you can kind of feel how Arthos does it. Someone different. And then you just hear Kea kind of comes back, and then she kind of stops at this door for a moment. She lets out a sigh. Samira, dear, what have I told you about spying and trying to read people's thoughts? And you see, standing in the corner in a white robe and white cloak, younger woman, probably closer to 22 years old. You can tell the resemblance. Oh, mother. Yes, you told me to ask permission first.
Interesting.
Is she actively hiding?
Yeah, she appeared out of nowhere, like as if she was
like as if she was invisible?
Yeah.
So she heard what I was saying to the group about how she
I would
doesn't
have
know.
had the chance of detecting her too. That's part of, I believe, my alertness.
Let me see. Can't be. What does alert say?
I'm pulling it up here right now.
It's like you can't be surprised if you're conscious.
Give me a quick sec here.
Oh, well, I mean,
I haven't.
yeah, if it's what I think it is, you wouldn't have known. You probably could have probably didn't hear her or see her or hear her because she was like standing still when she was.
Do you,
If it's alert, it's like
And
having to
there's
do
that.
with like
So
but you
yeah,
have-
next is my blind fighting. Moreover, I can see an invisible creature within my within like a 10-foot range, unless that creature successfully hides from me. So just being invisible doesn't mean that they're hiding.
but was she 10 feet away from you, though? That's the question.
yeah, probably at that time she wasn't.
That was like right around here and here. So that's like real close to. I don't know. I guess it's up to you as the DM.
Yeah, we'll say just I'll do better about knowing that now, but we'll say she was maybe like a little bit at
A little bit outside of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's cool.
But you
Oh,
see,
well,
she kind of just, yes, mother, I will make sure I don't do that again. Sorry. And she kind of
huh.
looks at all of you. This is my daughter, Cymera. She's gifted in her own way, and I've told her before that when I have guests, to present herself and to ask before she tests her abilities on others.
I remember when I was her age. It was interesting.
Yes. Well, dear, if you'll, you, since you're here, you see she, goes ahead and gives her, like, a big old bag. If you'll take some of this stuff to my office, make yourself useful. You see the girl just rolls her eyes and walks past all of you.
As she leaves, I want to telekinetically bond with her and just send her a message being like, you got talent, kid. We should talk later.
I'll think about it. As she walks out.
I'm gonna stay near the door and listen and see if I hear anyone else approaching.
Okay, that's fine.
Because we've been surprised once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
would.
apologize. She was able to do that since she was in the womb.
She could read people's minds as a baby.
She could read mine at least.
Interesting.
Anyway, so I looked over some things and grabbed some scrolls here. This writing right here, it's some sort of cipher of some kind. A code. Varius is known to use this code if we ever need to communicate without magical means. In short, it says, hid from the eyes of mortals and gods, lies wither in Orestes' rot. This text is purposefully direct. It's a poem from a book. It's a poem to the god of deception. For the rest of it, it's really incomplete. It looks like some of the letters have been removed without knowing what the other letters are. It's impossible to decode it, even with magic. I can't really help you to decipher this, but I do recognize the name, Orestes. Orestes was another follower uh, of the god of deception. There could be referring to his tomb. Um, According to myth, he's the one that knew how the returned were leaving the underworld.
Interesting.
And where would we find this tomb?
Unfortunately, the exact location is lost. To history, no one knows. But tales do hint that it lies along the Castonus River. The river is about 3 days' travel from here. Interesting enough, I heard a couple of days ago from a colleague of mine that an earthquake dammed up the waters of the river. And a farmer was nervous about not getting enough water flow to his harvest, and found a large door. Didn't go in, of course.
Can I do an insight check to see if there's something else that she's holding back on?
Yeah.
Can I probe deep into her mind too?
Yes.
Yeah,
Anybody can make an insight check, and you can also probe deeper too.
Cool. I'll let say before I probe.
Okay.
Insight.
Yeah.
That's 8.
Yeah, I got a 10.
Maybe if I
just because it's like there's my mask is saying about some secret.
I got
I have a feeling that these two probably knew of something else that she's not telling us.
Okay. So none of you got high enough for on
I got
insight.
a 16.
16. She is being very forthcoming. And she's sitting there. You could just the main thought she has is, Varius, what did you get yourself into?
Cool. I want to see if she knows a little bit more than she's letting on, and probe a little deeper at the risk of getting caught.
Okay, you want to probe a little deeper?
Yeah, she needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. You realize she looks at you. You realize that I can tell when someone is reading my mind. I have experience in that.
Right, I apologize.
It is all right. We don't.
You can never be too. You can never be too careful when you're meeting someone new.
That is fine. I was a little rude earlier, and with how Chimera's manners were, I can understand why you wouldn't think to need to do that. But I wish I could be of more help. I would say if you are looking for answers, that's where you need to go. In fact,
right.
I could. How about a job for all of you?
A job?
Yes. If this is indeed a tomb, I would actually pay for any artifacts or etchings you may find in the tomb. Would 200 gold per person suffice?
What do I need to consult my colleagues. They're the ones that we're a group, obviously, you know.
Of course.
Do you guys all agree? Good idea, bad idea?
Is that 200 gold plus price of whatever artifacts we find?
That
Is
is
that-
two. So that's she's basically just paying you like 200 as a flat rate per person.
Right.
Regardless what it is that we find.
Yeah.
Could there be a way that you pay us a little
think
more? For
I was going to
each
say,
artifact?
it's like as long as we each get to keep one and the rest we can sell to her. If it's going to be only 200.
Right.
We get first pick and she gets the rest. Each.
A little finder's bonus.
Since we are sticking our necks out. I mean, not to be mean, but it's like we find, like one special sword that could be thousands. Or some really fine plate mail. That could be hundreds right there. And we haven't got to like any real artifacts.
What he said.
What is it? Yeah, it's like how much is it for like a set of good plate mail? Like a masterwork plate mail? It's like
Probably
almost
a lot.
$2,000 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
See Thea in the background by the door, just kind of crossing her arms at this conversation.
yeah. I'm just kind of like,
Hey, you gotta get paid for a job.
I think we all should be able to take one item each and get paid 200 gold. I think that's pretty fair without being greedy.
I will help in this venture, but I'm not taking anything from a tomb. Thank you.
You know, like Grave Robin?
Not particularly, no. I'm certainly interested in whatever other secrets this mask or mystery may hold. And I turn my attention to Kia, and I would certainly be happy to describe or write down anything we may find that may help you.
That will work as well. Like I said, if you find any etchings of mosaics or anything like that, that would be fine as well.
Right. And do you want us to point them out, carry them over here?
Actually, here's a question. I mean, would this be considered as like an illegal act? Grave robbery?
Well,
Potentially?
Well, it's an ancient tomb that hasn't been touched in centuries. I think we'll be fine.
yeah, from what you probably guesstimate, this is a tomb that is like myth. No one really even knows about it.
Is it grave robbing or archaeology?
Are we putting it in a museum, or are we?
That's the right question.
It belongs in a museum.
Is it grave robbing or is it archaeology?
Are we being Indiana Jones, or are we necromancers?
There you go. See, look at that.
Oh, necromancers are just kind of like, clerics that are late to the party.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, good one.
Oh god.
All right, fine. We'll take up the job
All
as
right.
long as we get first pick of any artifact we see.
Fair.
And I would like some paper to take along.
No, of course. You see, she kind of.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely be helpful.
And she goes ahead and gives you like 20 sheets of like blank parchment.
Yeah,
Do
basically
you
like
happen to
some
have a
blank.
quill?
Yes, I
I was going to say
I have a
coal.
spare.
Get some charcoal.
Thank you.
We can get like some charcoal, waterproof, a waterproof scroll case. and
Yes,
some
I've
paper.
got everything that you might need for that stuff. I can supply that for you.
All right, sounds like a deal. I put out my hand to shake hers.
She shakes yours, and she says, "Next time, just ask.
Right.
It'll get you further in life."
Understandable. I apologize.
No, it is all right. It is something that I'm still trying to teach my own daughter about. But
Well, if she ever needs any lessons, I can help.
I will take that into consideration. She's doing her studies at the school currently.
You can get a lot more experience in the real world. Trust me on that one.
I can't argue with that. But is there anything else that I can help you all with? Anything else bothering you? I can try to give you advice on.
Does anyone have anything bothering them?
Well,
I have one other question.
I was going to do one question too. Go ahead. Go first.
Does the name Fotina mean anything to you?
Yeah, that was the horse that I got him for his graduation.
Well, shit.
Thank you.
What did we do with the horse again?
I
Y'all,
think it's in the
You sent
possession
him a
of...
caravan.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's with the caravan.
Well, at least it's safe.
What was the last project either you two were working together or that he asked for your insight or assistance with?
This is a little embarrassing, but we actually had a fight over. He wanted to retire from going out and being in, and looking for artifacts and things, and he wanted to be a playwright. He wanted some input on a comedy that he was working on.
So he was asking for your feedback, and you thought it was ridiculous?
Well, he called it satirical?
Yeah, satire.
I never really was into that stuff. I thought it was silly and stupid, and it hurt his feelings, and that was when we lost contact.
Do you remember the name of the play?
Yes, basically, it was called, The Satyr's Half-Horn was the name of the play. He was basically taking the story of Xenagos and trying to make it funny.
I mean, you can definitely find ways to make that funny.
I don't know, there was a
The
lot
question,
of...
would I know what that story is?
Yes, the story of Xenagos. Xenagos was known as the god of revels. He was a satyr that basically...
Oh, that was the thing at the beginning you said.
At the very beginning, yes.
Yeah, who fell.
Yeah, he was actually... he actually died in Nyx.
He was a god, and then he was killed, and then...
Yep. That's basically what you know. Basically, he rose to godhood, earned godhood, and then tried to overthrow the Pantheon into chaos, and then was slain by a champion of Heliod.
Gotcha.
Last question.
Okay.
Did Varus own any property in the city, or did he have a house?
No, he generally stayed tavern to tavern.
Interesting.
Did he have any sponsors? Because he would have to have money somehow, and if he's going to be staying tavern to tavern.
Were you his sponsor?
Sometimes.
Or were you more than just client and
That was
worker?
one drunken time. And if you ever mention that,
I didn't read that part of your thoughts.
you know what? I think we've had enough fun for this for the morning. Unless there is anything I can actually help you with.
You have been very, very helpful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Arthos gives like a deep bow, like thank you.
Same here. I'm just gonna kind of see myself to the door. I'm gonna be listening very intently though as I go
Thea,
through.
Yes.
for a moment, standing next to her, for a quick second, you swear you see a familiar male face.
Standing next to Kia.
Yep. Then 3 seconds later, you blink. It's no longer there. Are you alright, dear?
Yes, I've long ago and far away. Sorry. Stay. I turn and leave.
Okay.
They're quick.
Everyone starts leaving out. I'm just like, they totally had a thing, right? Like you could sense that.
I'm blind and I saw it.
But she didn't know that Varus was dead. She had no idea. So they've been out of contact for a while.
We do need to be careful if we're going to be talking too much of our ideas and plans, since we know there is another
Telepath?
little bird. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. She'll be on our side.
Birds aren't always safe.
Well, she could
Thea
also
kinda has
be...
this long ago and far away look to her. She's not fully in this conversation.
Don't make me read your mind.
That's rude.
Don't make me pull your tail.
Hey! That's against social norms and Leon society.
I think it would be against social norms in any society to read someone's mind.
Yeah, true.
It
Look,
is kind
I
of-
was just a
yeah,
joke.
It is kind of evasive there.
I was just a joke. All right, I'm not going to invade anyone's thoughts unless needed. Unlike
I know you're not.
the lady's daughter, you know.
That's true. We should probably go elsewhere and figure out our next move.
I think we already know our next move.
Do we
But
want to do any further digging in town here, or do we want to just move on? I do have a writ that we can talk to any senior powers that be at the library.
But they were totally doing it, you know. But yeah, maybe we should go do that. Get some
to you
second
guys.
opinions.
If we are staying one more night here, then I do want to see if there's another temple in the city. If you all want to go to I wrote it down somewhere. The library place. I shall meet you either there or at the Clumsy Centaur.
Whatever works. We'll meet at the Clumsy Centaur before sundown. Then.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Okay. So you guys
I
are
guess
going
we
to
had
go to the Deketia?
I guess, yeah, the three, me, Fiznik, and Cantor will go to library place.
Okay. And Thea, where are you going?
Is there a temple to a Theros?
Yes, there is.
I would like to go there.
Okay. Thea, you can tell that this temple doesn't get a lot of visitors, but there are. It's the temple to Theros is mainly. It's almost like a funeral home. this is where they prepare the dead and everything. You do see an older priestess kind of preparing a body for whatever ceremony. She looks up. Yes, child. What can I help you with?
I was wondering what you might know about ghosts. If they're real, if they inhabit this world, and if there's a way to get rid of them, to help them cross the river and make their passage with the Theros.
Interesting question. I've heard stories. I have never seen a ghost before, but I've heard stories. You don't know much about a Theros, do you? You're still new to the teachings.
Yes, I'm still learning.
Please, you see she kind of pulls up a seat as she's, pulls you a seat as she's, still going over the body. A Theros, once like me and you, was a human. In fact, stories say that he was the first human. The first to die. He gained the respect of the other gods and earned his place in the pantheon of Theros. The story goes that when he died, it became a god. He had to leave something of his behind. That is why he asks us to give those that die payment. The story goes that he's looking for that lost thing. As far as ghosts and if there's a way to let them cross over, I don't know. I'm sorry, that is something that I've never really thought to think of. I can do some looking into it, and if I see you again, I can give you what I know.
I would appreciate that very much. May I ask, what is your name?
Morgantha.
Acantha?
Yes.
Look at the body she's preparing. Does this one have a coin?
Unfortunately, the family did not think they were important enough.
I take out one of the many bronze coins I've collected over my travels and hand it over to Acantha. Everyone should have one, shouldn't they?
I agree. And she gives you a soft smile. She grabs the one coin and puts it over his eye. You're still young in the teachings, but your heart is in the right place. And dear, try not to dwell too much on those that are no longer here. They would want us to try and move forward.
if they cannot?
True. She kind of looks at you for a moment. She's trying to like look at you. She's not trying to read your mind. She's like trying to look at you and like wonder,
Gaze into my soul.
trying to read your soul. And she kind of just, looks at you. Well, if you don't need anything else, dear, I must continue what I'm doing.
Of course. I'll back out.
All right. Our 3 musketeers that are going to the Decatia come up to the front desk again. The older female looks up. Oh, back again?
I like Cantor, like, take the lead on this one. Because he's got the note.
Yeah, I will. I'll greet. My name is Cantor. I have come on behalf of my order at the Temple of crap. What is it again? Hellas?
Heliod.
Heliod. Thank you. Of Heliod. We are trying to see if we can get more information on a couple places and names, and if we might be able to, I don't know, get some assistance from some of your more advanced members here. And I hand over the note that says the writ from my order.
She looks at it. Interesting. And as that's happened, you hear a voice behind you. Well, it is a good thing that I came in today. Fezzik and Arthos, you see an elderly man, silver hair. You can tell that he is probably in his 80s. Very like beard that comes down to the middle of his chest. What is it that you're looking for?
Oh, a relay about what we're looking for. Anything about avarice. Also about Vardius. That's where we're probably going to first start off with is anything regarding those two. Let them know that we did talk to Kia outside of town, and mentioned that he was into a lot of like archaeological and relic gathering. Until we came across what appears to be some type of mask that is referencing him, and that he basically should be killed. So we're just trying to find out any information about him, and maybe even to the point of like, what has he done?
Well,
so we know what we're going up against.
So, I guess introductions first. I am Archmage Antioxylus. I am the headmaster here.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Arthos.
Pleasure to meet you.
And these are my friends Cantor and Fiznik.
So, you're asking about Vardius. Yes, Vardius has procured some things for us in the past. He was also a graduate here. What
What
is
was his training in?
it? Divination.
Okay.
That was his focus here.
Do you know if he had any, how would you say it, some magnum opus that he wanted to achieve before his time was done?
There was talks of it, but he he always carried it with him. Never got to take a look at it. He said he didn't want no one to read it until it was done.
You know what it is, you're saying?
No, I don't. He was pretty secretive for the most part.
He kept to himself most of the time?
Yes. Him and
So,
him and Kea did converse, though. That was probably the only one that he told anything to.
So you're in agreement that they had a thing, right?
I am not allowed to speak of such things.
Oh, come on.
would you say that that Vardius would have told Kia what this thing is? Or is that too big of an assumption to be made?
That is a pretty big assumption to make.
Would you happen to know of any other... I know you said that he's a pretty secretive and maybe even so much as a hermit. But do you know of any other people he would have associated with, or spots that he would commonly frequent? Whether it's in the city here or elsewhere?
Not that I can recall.
Is there like a favorite, I don't know, park or inn or fountain or any place that he would sit and maybe write or read or any other type of ponderings?
Typically, if Varus did any of those things, he did those here.
So you never explored the city? Never spoke to anyone else besides Kara?
As far as I know, he
Do you have a certain place
Interesting.
here that he would work out of? Like a particular desk? He's starting to sound more and more like a very eclectic individual.
he
Very much of a creature of habit.
Sounds like my father.
very woke up at the same time, arrived here at the same time, wanted his food a certain way. Yes.
So did he have a particular desk that he always worked from?
I want to say yes. I don't know if we still have it. Because we did ask him not to come back.
Why? What happened?
We started getting threats about working
Threats.
with him. That if we continued to work with him, that they would cut our funding.
I
Who's
pulled.
they?
I got the mask and go, does it have to do with the fact of what happened to this?
It is possible.
Did you know what happened to him? Because when we found him, he was very dead.
He's dead.
Well, he came back, he died again.
Or at least we believe so.
No, this is the
Who are
first-
these people who were threatening to cut funding?
The 12.
The 12.
The ruling council of Meletis.
Oh, goody.
Great.
Did they say anything why?
They did not approve of his style. He did not fit what a Decatian graduate should be. You know, Kea is more, what's the word? Organized and such. Varius was very odd. Talked to himself.
It seems very suspicious, given his current condition.
I agree.
Does anyone else have any other questions?
Okay, so he was disapproved of his behavior or because of his research?
His research.
Do you know exactly what he was researching?
He was researching how to escape the underworld.
Oh, that's a heavy subject.
Yes. The most of the 12 believed that having people come back would just cause more issues. It's a tough subject.
Were they afraid of them becoming another god?
That is what one concern was. They didn't want to have another Xenagos incident, is what one of them said.
So, can
Just
you
because
point us in
one
the direction of
escaped
where this
death does
council
not make
is?
them a god.
The council is here, in Meletis. You probably have already passed their building, but good luck on getting a meeting with them.
Would
Yeah,
you
I'd
be
be
able to
surprised if
assist
we
us
could
with
talk.
that?
I have
Maybe a
since
written note?
I can send I can send a request in. Whether they look at it or not, I cannot tell you if they do or not. Sometimes it may take weeks for them to reply.
Oh.
I reach into my pouch.
Well, we might
And
have
I
some
grab
persuasive methods.
I was going to say, I'm going to reach into my pouch and pull out 4 red stones.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say
And
the
I'm
masks are a good indication.
No, I have 4 stones because I end up having to I'm selling off my starting equipment for more gold, and I used a lot of that to buy some stones. So I have 4 stones that are worth probably close to 200 gold pieces. Would that and your recommendation potentially help? Maybe to speed up the process? Since, after all, they are politicians and they probably work through money.
Or you can just let them know that Varus is dead. That's a thought.
I will.
They might want to speak to us then.
If we ask them, hey, we want to talk to them about Vartus, though, or as soon as they know that we want to talk about Vartus, this is going to become a very, very short meeting. So we're going to have to make sure we're ready to get our answers without asking direct questions, probably.
Oh,
Like a
don't
public
worry.
I agree. I spent some time on the council.
Oh, don't worry. My abilities will come in handy for that.
They're probably going to have
I-
some soothsayer as well to make sure that people like you wouldn't be. If these guys are smart and running a
They
polis.
have a. The Hollow 12 is blocked by an anti-magic bubble.
Ah, damn it.
They had me install that on when I was on the council.
Right. So that had me reading their thoughts would be impossible.
Wait, so you were on the council and you made the bubble.
Yes. It was.
Is there a counter to it? I'm assuming someone as resourceful as I obviously would never conceive of a thought like this, but I know there's other people that are more resourceful and would probably make sure there's some type of a back door if they do need to get in and out. Not saying that I approve of that.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh.
I can make a persuasion check. I mean, it's not my best.
Yeah.
Okay, can I give him the help action?
Sure.
You get advantage, my guy.
I get advantage?
Yeah.
He's helping you out.
I probably will need that. Persuasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how's about that?
What'd you get?
20.
Nat 20.
You see, he kind of looks at you, kind of looks around. I would say that someone like myself may have put something in place in case. I cannot say whether or not that particular phrase or whatever you would call it is common knowledge to most, but something they would not expect. Not that I would say that.
No, of course. And besides, it's like, do I look like the type of person who could even utter such words and then make any meaning? I mean, you could say them out loud right now and it wouldn't mean squat to me.
Agreed. Just be careful with them if you do plan on doing this.
We
Remember,
definitely would like to have a meeting, and if these value of these can help expedite our acceptance to meet with them, it would be greatly appreciated.
I will let them know that there is something in it for them.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Oh.
And is there, would we be able to put out a request to find this original desk if it still exists that he happened to use?
That is something I can take a look. I can work on that on my end. With
Okay.
the groundskeeper here.
Because I will gladly pay for said desk.
Of course, I will work on that
And
on
of
my
course,
end.
any contents that happen to be in it, still.
Of course,
We thank you again, sir. You've been a great help.
of course. And remember who this city is for. He just kind of gives you a small little. You can't tell, but although you see him kind of wink, and he kind of walks away.
Well, that was interesting.
How long?
So, did you guys get your secret
have-
word that you need?
Yeah?
'Cause I did everything besides totally, lose any ounce of piety that I have.
Yeah, you did really good.
I tiptoed that fucking line
You did.
I,
for being absolutely lawful. Where it's like I did not break the law.
well, technically, we're not
And
going
then-
to break the law
I'm
yet.
not going to break the law, but
Yeah.
just getting that information to you would be considered as like aiding and abetting.
Right, I
Not
get
to
that.
mention-
You technically
Not to
didn't get a
mention-
word. You got a question. Remember who
Right.
protects this city.
Oh, clever old man.
Yes, because it's like, yeah, what is one of the things for losing piety is like violating any just law, putting others at risk through my own cowardice, breaking any explicit promises or oaths, which would be including defending the polis from attacking monsters and, not holding up to any laws and, instilling deceit and injustice.
I have no qualms with breaking the law. That does not
I'm-
affect my god.
I am glad for it. I mean, my guy's not stupid, but at the same time, he's not going to break the law. But
Okay, then I think you should stand outside while we do the things if you don't want to lose piety.
I will just stand back and be quiet. I am just an innocent little wallflower.
Yeah, you're
I'll
not an
protect you
accomplice.
guys. I will protect you guys if you're attacked or whatever. Because I have informally honor bound myself to you,
Right.
to all of you.
All right, let's go inform Thea about what the plan is.
Okay.
And-
So you guys agreed on a meeting place, I assume.
Yep. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
we're
one
meeting
more
at the-
prayer to my God before meeting up at the inn.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be hanging out there too long, unless
Yeah,
one of the priests or errand boys have some other cool news for me. I'm just going to go there long enough to pray and then
Okay.
bebop over to the inn.
Okay. You do that. You guys are back at the Clumsy Centaur.
All right, Thea, we got some information.
Ooh. I probably already have had a drink by now.
Yeah.
I relay what we found out at the temple at the library.
Searching how to escape the underworld.
Yes, it's quite the
Sure.
interesting topic. And to find out that he died, then came back and died again, it's an interesting conundrum.
What's to say he
He'll
won't come back again if he did it once?
Right. I have a feeling that this Council of 12 might have had something to do with his first original death.
Wouldn't surprise
And
me.
I believe whatever it is that he has close to his chest is the way out,
Right.
obviously, because he used it.
There's not much stopping him from coming back again if he really wanted to either.
And I have a strong feeling that this mask was supposed to be more of a warning to Kia.
But Thea wasn't studying that stuff, wasn't she?
But I still believe that the headmaster, even though he says it's kind of a long shot, I believe the headmaster would say there's there's at least a chance between what we heard from Kia and from the headmaster. There's a good chance that Kia knows a little bit of something, or at least that he was trying to get his way out. Hell, she knows of a tomb that's a possibility that they talked about in the past.
Yeah, we
That's
should
more
keep
than
an
what anybody else has ever done.
eye on Kia and her daughter as well to make sure that nothing crazy happens.
I'd agree with that.
Especially since her daughter can read our minds. Which I
Speaking
can't
Yes.
of
feel.
her daughter, you see Samira comes in to the inn. You see she comes over and she goes to the front of the tavern. You see she kind of puts down some coins and seems like she's ordering something to go.
Wait just a second. And I get up off at the table. Hello there.
Oh,
You're Kia's daughter, I presume?
yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name last time we met.
Samira.
Chimera. Pleasure. To meet another telepath.
Oh. Interesting.
Or someone with similar psionic ability.
That's not the only thing I can do.
Can you lift things with your mind?
She nods, and you see she also kind of waves her hand. You see, like almost like a purple blade appears in her hand.
Ooh. Quite cool.
Then she kind of makes it vanish.
So why were you trying to read my friend's mind, if you don't mind me asking?
Though I don't show it, I'm protective of my mother.
I have no doubt. She's your mother. She birthed you, after all.
Well, not to mention you've probably already know some of the things that have been going on in Meletis, right?
Oh, we've heard a few things.
Well,
You know about her friend, right, Varus?
she's mentioned him once or twice.
And I show her the mask. Does this ring any bells? Set off any alarms in your head?
I mean, it's Mask of the Returned. That's all
I,
I
sh-
know.
I show her the name of her mom on the mask.
That's why you were all there?
This belonged to Varus. He came back from the underworld.
Interesting.
They had your mom's name on the mask, so it must mean he was trying to contact her. Do you know how long ago that your mom spoke to him?
Must have been 5 years ago, the last time that he was here.
5 years ago.
Yeah, they had some argument. I was trying to sleep and she threw a bottle at him and that was the last thing I remember.
Your dad in the picture?
I never knew my dad.
Interesting.
Yeah, you did. Nope.
I wasn't gonna immediately jump to conclusions like, yeah, Varus is your dad. But I don't think that's the case.
You never know.
You see she
Well,
you see the food's wrapped up and she takes it, she pays for it.
Well, I feel like I should let you go then. Maybe, are you bringing food to your mother, I assume?
Yes.
Well, you have a good night then.
You as well.
Just wanted to see if you knew anything. This is all one big mystery.
Seems like it. Whatever it is that you have yourselves roped in, be careful out there.
Well, I'll make sure that we're careful. Not a problem at all. I mean, we got the big guy over there. He can really pack a punch.
She kind of looks over at your ragtag group of people that are ragtag group that's starting to form. She kind of just looks at you. Well, anyway,
Yes, have a good evening.
you as well. She exits.
5 years ago is when the virus died. That is my guess, because she told me that they had that argument 5 years ago.
Well, I might not have died immediately.
True.
But at least within the past 5 years.
It's within that time frame.
Right.
Still think that, she is his daughter. Does anyone get that vibe?
I suppose it's possible.
Anything is possible.
But no, she was bringing food to her mom. It's interesting. Maybe she can help us out a bit. Read some
We'll need to
minds.
eat.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
That
seem
was
like
so.
her. Doesn't seem like her
Darius-
powers.
Arius was studying divination. Being able to read minds is arguably a form of divination.
Right. She could have been trained by him. But it seems like
Yeah,
her.
that's a sure.
Yeah, but it seems like her powers aren't magical in nature. It's not a magical ability, maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe we can bring her into the meeting with the 12. Instead of having to turn off the anti-magic stuff. She can read their minds for us. Just a thought. Something to throw out into the aether.
Not necessarily a bad one either.
Knowing for sure.
The only
Maybe.
question is if we would ever have her mother allow us to.
Right, after the incident that I caused, that's my fault. So maybe you guys can ask her and I'd stay out of the picture. I don't know, food for thought.
Meeting. Do you know how long it will take to get this meeting?
You said upwards to almost a month.
Did you say it
Because
in a week?
she came here alone.
A week,
Why do we need to
2
involve her
weeks.
mother at all? We ask her
need to.
directly.
She is a legal adult.
We will need to figure out what we're going to be doing, though, in the meantime.
Well, we could always
Nice.
go to the.
Because we're going to need some form of income if we're planning on hanging out here for any time.
We can
Is-
do the job.
Yeah, we could.
Or maybe find other employment as well.
If we do the job, that might give us some more leads to Varus.
That is true. But if we want to also make income on the side, I'm assuming the city has as a center and has a job board.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
We could probably look for some work there too after the whole temple stuff.
We can
Seems
even
like
do
a
it right
reasonable
now.
plan.
I mean, do you guys want to go check it out now? See if there's any jobs available right now?
Besides the raiding of the tomb, yeah. Let's see if there's anything else. Hell, let's look to see if there's anything else that might be up around by where that tomb is, and we can maybe do a twofer.
2 birds, 1 stone. I like your thinking.
Okay. You guys take the time to do that. You guys figure out as soon as you guys come in to the clumsy centaur, there is a job board.
Ah, job board.
Ah, job board.
And
I
that is
carried my
actually,
drink over to look at it.
we're going to end our session for the evening.
Woo woo.
So the way I think I discussed this with you guys last time. As long as you stay within those parameters of your piety, I will give you guys +1 piety at the end of each session. I know the piety system and the Theros book is a little
Wacky.
It could be unbalanced at times if done the wrong way. This kind of just makes it kind of fair. Then if you do something that does earn you piety, you may get bonus piety, but you won't be getting like how it reads. You can almost get Thea can get almost 10 piety points in one session. It's at least by the way it reads. But I thank you guys so much for stopping in and listening in on this. And next session, hopefully we will have our 5th player with us. We'll introduce them. And with that, goodbye, my friends. We hope you enjoyed the show. I wish we could continue, but it's time for us to go. We appreciate the memories made, never to be forgotten. There will be more to be made next time at the Baldric Cauldron.